3, 2, 1, recap. So last we left our adventurers, they had gone and apparently recruited the Blood Hunters like we just said, but we didn't have that on tape, so y'all don't know about it. No, you don't. But we recruited the Blood Hunters into the Dark Suns, with the stipulations that Phoenix would actually be in charge of them as the chairman of the board, basically, out of the council, and Shaziki would be overseeing Phoenix and the rest. After that, well, Dorian decided he'd had enough of everything we were doing, and we decided to go to Darkholm. Because Gwen had sent me a message via the guy that she was torturing, saying that she had pertinent information. And we have already known that there's still remnants of the Hands of Fate that are in Darkholm. Mainly after somebody that we interrogated along the way. That the invisible scouting machine that Wilhelm built, he said was last known to be behind the throne in Darkholm. After making our way to Darkholm, we met with Gwen, Genzo, and Mathan. Mathan, who was apparently a member of the Hands of Fate, and also the... What was his position? What was the, like a counselor for her?
Head consort.
Head consort?
Basically her servant.
Okay. Show that.
Not that kind of consort. Basically just her
I thought he was
her
like,
lead servant.
Oh, he made it sound like he was the advisor or something, I think. Anyway, that. Apparently he's
sort of that too, but...
So apparently
yeah.
He's trying to claim that he was a member of the Hands of Fate to try and get information on them, while also saying he was just completely loyal to his queen. And said a bunch of things that kind of went back and forth that didn't really make a lot of sense if he was actually telling the truth. After doing some conversations with him and a fair amount of torture, he's given us all the information that he possibly could. In fact, informed Shaziki about a Tarvis Noctilgore.
No Kelgore.
No Kelgore. Okay, well, sure. And apparently that's the person that put the order out or approved for the mob to attack Shaziki's household family years ago when he was still a kid, and burned it down. Found out that his parents, after being murdered, were tossed into the forest to be eaten by wild animals.
The wilderness of the Underdark. So it's most likely, like spiders or whatever those scarab-looking things are. Tony, what are those called? They you get stunned if you look them in the eye.
Basilisk?
No.
Yeah, I don't know the scarab thing. I just know.
Anyway, things. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Dorian, who kept trying to continuously get Genzo married to Gwen because we found out that they'd become an item, and Shaziki, who really did not like Mathan. Yeah, there you go. After finding out he is quite the bigot, and was happy to see the people that took in a demon baby, which was just a changeling, fed him a potion of impending doom. He doesn't know this, but yeah. Come this time tomorrow, unless he gets the antidote, he will die. But we've decided our next step is probably to make our way to the kingdom so we can have a little chat with the queen and maybe meet this Tarvis. And that's where we're at.
Okay. So, Gwen, she approaches both Shaziki and Dorian and says to both of you guys, can I have a word with you guys for just a moment?
Sure.
Just one?
Several. Multiple. A conversation, please.
As I get up, I walk over Mathan, and I just literally walk over his face with my boot. Yeah, sure.
he grunts in discomfort and pain. So, a few questions for you guys. Do you know why I wore a mask when I was the Dawn Reaver?
Well, yeah, you were in hiding.
It was so nobody would recognize me, because I would like to be able to enter a city again in the rest of my life. He has seen all of our faces. He knows who we are. Are you really suggesting we let him go back, or even more so, escort him back, just so he can tell the Queen and everybody else in power in the city of Darkholm exactly who we are and what we've done?
Oh, I don't think you have to worry about that.
Yeah, we're not going to be seen.
Explain.
Mm, Why would we do that? Because then you would know our secrets.
He's already seen all of us. So if we
Yeah?
allow him to go back, what exactly is to keep him from telling his queen everything that has happened here?
Already taken care of.
How so?
Trust. Oh, wait, not trust. Massive poison.
Wait, what?
Huh? I said trust.
Oh.
She says, well, he still appears to be alive now. So, how long does it
Well,
take for this poison to kill him?
Dorian sticks his fingers in his ear.
Shaziki,
Why don't you just trust the system? You obviously know that I'm capable of things. Here, follow me right quick. And I'm gonna walk back over to, Mathan. God, I cannot get that name. Like, it just does not sit well with my brain. Mathan, I wrote it down. I'm gonna walk over to him, I'm gonna pull him and prop him up. And look over to Dorian. I assume he still has his fingers in his ears.
well, that was Dorian that has his fingers in his ears.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm gonna look over to Dorian. I assume he still has his fingers in his ears.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'll lean into Mathan. Wiggle my finger and like, hey, hey, hey. You want to know a secret?
What?
You're gonna die tomorrow, my man.
Excuse me?
This time tomorrow. Isn't that crazy?
And why do you say that?
Well, you know how I kind of poured a potion in your mouth?
Yes, he says with a sudden realization showing on his face.
Yeah. And I'm gonna reach into my bag and I'm gonna pull out the exact same potion. Like, so this is the antidote. You have to drink it within 24 hours, or you go bye-bye. So, here's what's gonna happen, and I put it back in here. You will not speak about that poison. You will not speak about all the things that have happened here. You're gonna play nice. You're gonna help us out. And when it's all said and done, I'll let you have the antidote. If you do anything, if you cause us to get attacked, if you try to betray our trust, anything that I go ahead and think that you might be wanting to snitch on us, well, clock is ticking, my friend. No antidote. No Mathan.
And how do you suppose that you how do you supposed to get that to me? He's sort of stammering over his words. He says, I don't want to die. I've played my part. I cooperated.
I mean, you obviously know spells like that exist. You sent it to us, didn't you? I can do the same.
So you know a courier spell. Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay. Oh, good.
Yeah, that'll
Dropped
work.
a nat 1.
Even with your 1, it would have been enough. Fine. So, I guess when you take me back, I won't say a word to the Queen or anybody about what has transpired here. But I expect you to keep your word.
Don't tell me what you expect of me. I told you what'll happen. Trust me or don't, but don't take that tone with me ever again.
Fine, I understand.
Alright, let's cut him loose. Dorian! Dorian! Gwen, can you go tap Dorian on the shoulder, please?
Gwen, she walks over. You feel a slight tap on your shoulder, Dorian, and you can hear a slight dink, 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 dink as she's tapping your armor.
Oh, is it time for you to get married?
No, not yet, but I
Oh.
expect it to be soon, and I will let you know.
Dwayne just rubs his hands in front of his face. Vengeance will be sweet.
She chuckles and says, the oath of vengeance is everlasting and all-consuming, as she rubs her hands together again and gives you a wink.
Yes. Vengeance will be ours that day. Not today. I'm busy. But that day.
But eventually, vengeance.
Correct.
I like it.
Well,
Shaziki was talking to you.
I will summon Antithesis as a pocket knife. I don't know, a knife. And I'll start cutting this guy loose. So, Mathan, a crazy story, right? So you were doing whatever it is you tend to do, and then you got jumped by some bandits, and lo and behold, I happen to be coming through with my merry bunch of friends here, and we just happen to save you from the bandits. That all of this that's going on with your face and whatnot, well, that was the bandits doing. Isn't it crazy what you say? Because that's exactly what happened, yeah?
Yes, and it is great how I returned with all of my belongings.
Oh man, but them bandits went and stole your stuff.
You know, I don't think they did.
I said they did.
Yes, of course, the bandits stole my things. Everything I had.
Well, if everybody else is ready to shimmy on out of here.
Yes, of course. Back to my beloved and beautiful city with my rescuers.
And just keep in mind, since we already went through the trouble of making sure you get back to your kingdom, I don't want you getting out of my sight. I need to make sure you stay exactly where I can see you, so you don't have another incident like this.
Yes, we most certainly wouldn't want that.
Marvelous. Well, does anybody else have anything to ask our gentleman friend here? Or can we go ahead and start making our way?
Oh man. You can just cut him loose.
Well, that's what I'm in the middle of doing.
Oh, well then I don't see why you haven't done it already. Like, just yapping along.
I'm cutting and yeah, but he had a lot of bindings on here, alright?
I mean, I already cut him off like half an hour ago. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh no, he was still tied to the chair, my man.
Yeah, he was. Gwen says, I mean, what can I say? Those bandits were extremely thorough.
All too true, all too true. Now, Mathan, if you would please lead the way.
Of course. Right this way. He starts walking and he says, if I may ask, what do you plan to do when you get to Darkholm?
Ask a few questions, do what we came here to do in the first place.
Oh, you know. Dwarf stuff. And then I shove him out the door.
Well, it's more like a stone opening, but yeah.
Okay, well yeah, shove him out.
He takes a very slow walking speed and like slower than people typically walk. Like he's moving, but you can tell he's not in a hurry.
Oh, that's fine. I'm literally just gonna kind of walk up behind him and do that. Like I put my hand on his shoulder with a vice iron grip, and like, we're going. Let's walk. And as I'm kind of pulling him along. So, Mathan, I just want to make sure of something. I mean, since you had this whole plan of being a part of the Hands of Fate, so you can get some information on them. Do they have any other operations? Anything else still going on in the kingdom? Something that, well, let's be honest here with each other. Anything else going on? Because honesty and being my friend is really what you want right now.
Well, if you really want honesty, I wasn't a member just to gather information. I truly believed in what Relicanter stood for. But, to my knowledge, no. We are utterly defeated in every facet of the word. The remaining members are just trying to live. After all, without his divine spark, we don't even have a chance of bringing him back to life.
Did he tell you
So-
about the divine sparks?
He did. He informed me in the event of his passing, what would be required of us in order to bring him back to life.
Too bad I sucked out all the power from his divine spark and put it into my own. That really sucks.
And where would that empty vessel possibly be?
Oh, well, you see, when I sucked out all the power, I broke it.
Make a deception check.
I'm gonna punch him on the shoulder and be like, nah, I'm just joking. I gave it to somebody and told him to throw it in the void.
That's still a deception check.
No, that's persuasion. Because I did give it to Velasios to go send it away.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought
has it.
Velasios was just holding on to it.
No, he has it.
Yeah, he has it, but I think it's like still on his person.
Yeah, I don't think you told him
Yeah,
to
but-
throw it in a void.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. So it's a 6-point difference. But, yeah, 7.
Did you now? Interesting.
Yep, my old buddy Velasios took it, and what he did with it, I don't know.
You know what? It seems to me like you had Relicanter's tongue in your ear for way too long. Maybe you need a familiar feeling, and I'll reach into my bag and take out Relicanter's tongue and put it in his ear.
You actually have Relicanter's tongue?
Let's take a look at the inventory in my bag. If I go all the way down here and I take a look, I'm pretty sure. Where did I write? It's not under T's. Here we go. Relicanter's mask and Relicanter's tongue.
You expect him to be like, I'd know that tongue anywhere. But
What Willie?
what in blazes?
Oh, that... Yeah, he kept his tongue.
I think I'm gonna be sick. I think I'm gonna be sick as he drops on all fours and just spills his guts everywhere.
That's gross. That's absolutely disgusting.
I'm not the one keeping a tongue.
Shaziki, you don't have your amulet on, do you?
Which amulet?
Oh, the one that for the group. You turned that off, right?
It is now.
Dope.
In fact,
Alright.
I'll since we're kind of off on our own, I'll leave it off for the time being. Don't want to bother them.
Anyways, how long you think we're gonna be out and about? Cause I kinda got something.
What you got in mind?
How long you think all this is gonna take? A couple hours?
Depends, but if need be, I can let you venture out on your own. I can manage.
Well, so this morning when I woke up, I had my morning, I'll say my morning coffee with Kellum, and I was preparing some spells, and I was discussing it over with him, and I have this new spell I really want to try out.
Alright, what do you need to make that happen? I see that you're trying to do a build-up, so I won't get too into the details, but what can I do to assist you in making that happen?
I need 2 platinum rings that are exactly identical and worth at least 50 gold pieces.
Well, we can probably just swing by a blacksmith and get those made right quick.
Make an insight check real quick.
Who?
Just make an insight check.
Yeah, me or...
Both of
10.
you.
10. Is he casting a spell? Because I have Warcaster if he's casting a spell.
No. So luckily I rolled pretty low. At the topic of 2 platinum rings, you notice Mathan's pace pick up a little bit as he sort of grabs the straps to his backpack, sort of pulls it forward to cement it a little more on his shoulders.
I grab his backpack and yank him back.
Yeah, I thought we
Where
took
you
all his
running off to,
belongings. Why does he have a backpack?
I thought he
Yeah.
still had his backpack.
No,
he doesn't have
he
anything.
sat there and said, "I want my belongings back." I was like, "Nah, the bandits took them."
Oh, okay
he
then.
doesn't have any of his stuff.
Then his reaction is a little different, but you notice him shifting uncomfortably.
Have we
Nathan,
not
why
gone through
you
his
got-
backpack?
Nathan, why do you have this backpack between your legs under your skirt? Give it to me.
You haven't gone through his backpack yet. You never told me you did.
Oh, I don't
Nathan?
think you told me that there was a backpack. Like, I think I said, like, I checked for, like, any belongings he had on him, but I didn't realize there was a backpack.
Yeah, there's a backpack.
Failure for scene setting, DM. I need more immersion.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Come on board, damn. Nathan, I command thy to sit.
He doesn't sit.
Okay?
I do
Well,
that
how about
iron
this?
vice
Make a-
grip and, like, I
can you-
just, like,
Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Oh, there you go.
Sure. That's a 15.
He sits.
How does he sit?
I don't know. Command. I
Oh,
told him-
okay.
I commanded him to sit.
Oh yeah, so he sits.
All right.
Yeah.
I just
Indian
empty out
style
his
on the ground.
backpack on the ground.
So you see that he has a couple of these very nice rings in his bag. They're both completely identical, but they have these sort of religious symbols on them, with a ruby on the top of each of them in the shape of a mask. That is basically a ceremonial ring for the Raven Queen. 2 of them.
Oh. All right. Well, I hand one over to Shaziki. This is perfect. This is exactly what I need. Wait, are they worth 50 gold pieces?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty much
I
any
hand them
ring
one.
made of pure platinum is going to be worth that much.
All right. Well, here you go. Just wear that, and when the time comes, this is what we're gonna do. And then, you know, like the predator handshake kind of thing, where you grab each other's forearms.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I'll do that with Shaziki. I'll show him you grab
Specifically,
my
it's 2 of
forearm.
those.
Yeah. With 2. Oh, okay. Yeah, basically, you grab my forearm, I grab your forearm, and then that's how the magic.
Alright.
And then, yeah,
Please,
whenever-
those are very important to me.
they are going to be most definitely more important to us.
What else is in his bag? I will
Yeah, what else is
search
down here?
the bag.
So he's got some basic things you'd expect. Probably about 10 days worth of rations. Though these are fairly nice rations with various smoked meats, dried fruits. He also has a bedroll, a water skin, some typical stuff that you would expect. Though he does have a few oddities. Among those rings, he also has a scroll of anti-life shell in his bag, and he has a scroll of arcane gate in his bag as well.
I'll hold on to those unless you.
No, I
Want them,
couldn't
okay.
even use them.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't use either one of those.
So, to Gwen, where did
Yes.
you collect this guy? I thought you nabbed him, but it looks like he was set to be on his way somewhere.
No, he was. From what he told me, it is standard for them to, if they ever venture out into the Underdark, to prepare as if they were going to be there for a few days, just in case they find themselves needing to hide or something happens where they are unable to get back to the city.
Nathan, where were you headed, bud?
Nowhere. I was
Nathan, we've been through this. Honesty is what's gonna keep
Yeah,
you
come on.
alive.
You have 23 hours left, and you really want to spend it lying?
I was headed to Gilstead.
What are you doing over there? Good.
I was under the impression, at least this is what Relicanter told me before his unfortunate passing, that there is an ancient divine being who lives in the Flamethorn jungle that may have possibly been able to help me bring Relicanter back to life.
What?
I get like real close to his face. Is this being a lizard?
No, it's a coatl, if you must know.
It's what?
Oh,
A coatl. It's basically a giant divine being that looks like a winged snake.
are you sure it's not a lizard?
Well, it's
Dwarf?
definitely a serpent. It's an angel snake. It's a bloody angel snake. I don't know what else more you want from me.
A lizard. I know it, Shaziki. I'm a lizard dwarf. God, I wonder why I'm always cold. Never know. I'm warm-blooded.
Are you saying this loud enough for him to hear?
I mean, I guess, if he's there.
He says, well, as the information was presented to me, this coatl carries with him an ancient curse.
What is it?
From what I understand, it can warp your physiology with an extended amount of time near it. We're talking centuries. That's all I know. I just know it's a being of immense power and immense resources. And I thought perhaps he could help me.
Warp your being? How does that resurrect someone?
Wait, I thought you said there was no way to bring back Relicanter. I don't like Shaziki. I'm gonna need you to take his tongue because he's saying
No,
so many
that was the
things.
only information that was presented to me. I was trying to find a new way.
There was no way to get back Relicanter without the spark, and then he's saying that this Quetzalcoatl will help him out. It's lizard people, probably lizard dwarves.
No, you misunderstand.
I don't misunderstand nothing.
The spark is the only way I know of. I was going there to try to find a new way. I swear to you, you're a Doom Guide. Surely you have something that you can cast in me that ensures that I am telling the truth. I can tell by your markings.
What markings?
I mean, you're adorned in like black and white armor, right?
Black and gold.
Okay, well, still.
Yeah, I didn't pay 5 pounds of gold ingot bars to have my armor stained white.
Oh. Well, I'm judging based on your armor. Anyway, I'm sure that you could cast a spell that would determine whether I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, I probably could.
I wished to go there to see if I could find my own way. I swear to you, the spark was the only means that Relicanter informed me of to bring him back to life.
Cast a real good spell right now.
How did these scrolls go in my inventory? I've been looking for like I clicked dragged them and they're like just gone. I don't fucking know. Alright, whatever. We're just gonna manually put them in.
At this point, he almost seems a little snippy, like, the bloody world is going to end in 1,000 years. Can you blame me for trying to pull every resource that I can?
What makes you think the world's gonna end in 1,000 years?
The world's gonna end in like a month. What are you talking about?
I still don't understand how you guys are so all in love with everything Relicanter told you when he said he would be around for forever because he was going to become a god, and he's dead. So obviously he was full of shit.
You know, wait, aren't we supposed to be going somewhere? Look, why are we still here?
You've still been walking and talking.
Oh, okay. How far do we have to walk? Why are we walking? Where's Philip?
Can I make an insight check?
You are underground. But yes, you may.
On this dude, his whole story about, like, that's where he was headed to do stuff, like, is there more to it? I don't know, man, I don't know these things, whatever. I'm super distracted and pissed. I hate this place.
Yeah, I mean, you feel like you probably believe him. Well, you don't know whether you believe him, but he hasn't tipped you off directly that
Hey, let me
what
ask
he
you,
has told you is false.
what is it that you need to take to Quaddle to bring somebody back from the dead?
I don't know. That's what I went.
How do you spell
That's what I
waddle?
intended. So, I even have to look that up.
Wait,
It's
oh,
Couatl.
Couatl, ATL, ATL. Alright, there we go.
I don't know. That's what I intended to go there to find out.
Does this Coatl have a name?
I think the name
Not
is
one that has
Coatl.
been made known to me.
How do you know?
I mean, I can tell you what I don't know, and I can tell you that I don't know his name.
How can you tell me something that you don't know? More lies.
Yeah, I like how
I
he's
don't-
completely loyal to his queen, but yet he's involved with the Hands of Fate. Why? I don't know.
Yeah,
You
and
should have better
He
answers
obviously
to this.
knows stuff that he doesn't know, or else he wouldn't know what to even say about what he doesn't
I know that I
You
don't
took the
know the
words out of my
Quaddle's
mouth.
name. And Relicanter was no threat to my queen. There's nothing that inherently makes it where my loyalties
Alright,
cannot lie with
look.
both.
I'm about ready to break your jaw. And I just need you to answer one question and then not talk anything else again until we get to where we're going. Or else I'm breaking your jaw. Have you ever heard of the name Strathheim?
It rings a bell.
Continue.
She's been referred to as the savior of the Drachlinar. I only know her in title.
Dorian just... Oh, you can just see like 17 different emotions all happening in his face at one time. He's having a stroke almost.
You alright there, Dorian?
Drachlinar. It's one of them lizard words for lizard people.
From what I understand, the Drachlinar are a mythical race. People don't even know whether or not they exist. They're
Mythical race.
the
lizards.
locals. Look, the locals. They refer to the Drachlinar. They claim that there are lizard-like dwarves that live in the Flamethorn jungle. They have been referred to as Drachlinar, according to
I
the
put-
legends.
I put Draclanar.
It is Droklinar.
I knew that.
D-R-O-K... what?
I just typed it.
I can't read that. I only read things that are in Times New Roman.
D-R-O-A-L. Yeah. Why isn't it in Times New Roman? 12 font.
There it is in all caps for you.
Jeez, I don't see
Those
why
are
that was
doors
so
in the
hard for you.
flame-tongued jungle?
From what I understand. Out of curiosity, why are you asking me this?
Out of
You've
curiosity,
got a lot
why...
of questions for us,
Out of-
considering this is
You
not a
should be
two-way
asked.
street of information.
Yeah, you should be asking out of curiosity. Why have you broken my jaw yet?
I mean,
Ugh.
does it not seem odd that the guy that doesn't know anything about the organization he was a part of seems to ask a lot of questions with us who he just met?
Doesn't it
I
seem
am
strange
simply
that the guy
inquiring
that
why
doesn't
you...
know anything about anything is telling us a lot of information about a lot of things?
Yes.
Yep.
What?
Huh?
Relicanter is a source of bountiful knowledge. There are benefits on being in his court.
Oh man. Were any of those benefits keeping your tongue in your mouth? Probably not.
Consider my lips sealed.
I go to high five Shaziki.
I high-five him.
Got him good on that one. You could say that his tongue was tied. Oh, I cracked myself up.
And it suddenly startles you, Dorian, as you hear "Hardy har har." Yeah, that's hilarious. As you hear
Who said
Ginzo
that?
walk up from behind you.
Oh, sweet vengeance. It's nice of you to join the party.
So-
Yeah.
As we continue on, I want to settle up next to Gwen for and kind of under my breath, just a little bit here. Hey,
Well,
Gwen.
when you go over to Gwen, you see that she is now walking with Ginzo, and they are holding hands.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine. I'll come around on her other side. Hey, Gwen.
Yes.
I'm just curious out of, I don't know. So, with Senju, the whole revenge thing, retribution, divine smiting and all that in the name of justice. How far does that go exactly? If,
Well, you could say that our role is to determine if someone's purpose would be better suited in the outer planes instead of the material planes. We serve as their, you could say, their couriers to send them to where their true purpose can really be served.
let me, I don't know, let me give a hypothetical situation. If you had I don't know, a group, a community, maybe even a whole city of people that were born, bred, and conditioned to wipe you off the planet because of just your sheer existence, and have done so with people that you've known in the past. Would you
Oh,
say
if I
that
had the power
validates-
to, I would kill every single one of them. That would absolutely fall within the lines of what Senju would permit.
That is a thought. Good talk. Good talk.
Indeed.
That's all I had.
So you
Huh?
continue for a few more minutes, and then you eventually make your way to the gates of Darkholm. And a couple female guards eye you suspiciously, and Mathan just speaks up and says, "It's okay. They're my rescuers. They're just escorting me back to the city." One of them speaks up and says, "Very well." And they both take a step to the side, and the gate starts to open. You make your way back through the depressing streets of this city, the dark, damp, tranquil streets, until you see what appears to be a very gothic-y themed large structure. This is the Dark Palace, and Shaziki would absolutely know this.
That's
And
the Dark
you-
Palace.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I couldn't fucking guess.
So you go down
Should've
a
gave it
long, you go down a long walkway.
Hey Nathan,
The
do you have a
occasional
picture
guard.
of your queen or a picture of this what's that guy's name?
Haginu! No, it's
No,
not.
No, that's
Tarvis? Tarvis no Kilgore?
Yeah, do you have a picture of this Tarvis no Kilgore?
You know, I can't say I keep one on hand.
Why not? Okay, describe him to me.
Insight check!
Short, white
You know
hair.
what? Why not take us to him? You know, this is gonna be so much easier. Alright, Shaziki,
You will meet him soon enough.
oh, great. Alright, continue then.
Right. Of course. You enter into the front gates of this palace, and the palace on the inside is actually sort of in sharp contrast to what you expect based on the outside. And this is actually your first time you've ever seeing it, Shaziki. And it's not what you expect. It's actually nice. Bright, beautiful, well adorned on the inside. Various gold statues, sculptures, fine art paintings.
Sorry to interrupt. There is one thing I wanted to do on the way in there, and I just realized it.
What's that?
I am going to swap out the poison that I have in my poison delivery armband thing.
Okay.
And I will swap it out with... which one is it? I think it's Call of Savagery.
Oh, that's for the wisdom
Yeah.
saving throws? Gotcha.
Yeah, on a success they get mouth herpes for an hour. Okay, cool. But yeah, I don't know if that's going to take an entire vial or whatever, but yeah, I'll take one of my things of Call of Savagery and I'll put it in my armband.
It would take a vial, yes.
Okay, then I'll mark that down to 3 and I'll put it in my notes that that's what's loaded in there right now. That's all.
Okay.
And I would have done that so that old boy wouldn't have been able to see me mess with that.
Okay.
That's it.
So, eventually, after a short walk through this palace, you get to another set of double doors, and Mathan pushes them open, and you find yourself in sort of a perfectly square, large throne room. There's sort of like a checkered pattern on the ground near the edges of the walls, and there's a red carpet that leads directly from the set of double doors that you walk through all the way up to the throne. Sitting on this throne, you see a very beautiful drow female. Long white hair, sort of a little draped over her face. She's carrying a staff, sort of like black and purple garments, sort of like a crop top and a long skirt. Directly standing to her left, you see a man. Short, white hair, an eye patch over one eye, sort of some fine leather armor that he's wearing with little bits of armor plating sort of scattered throughout it, with a rapier sheathed on his hilt and a hand crossbow hung from his belt on the other side.
All right, hold on real quick, Shaziki. In order to do this right, you need to challenge this guy to a home gang.
To a what?
A home gang. Home gang. Do you not know what that is? Where were you born? In some like underground cavern under a rock?
Something like that. Yeah, as I kind of just gesture all around us.
A home gang is a battle. It's a duel. Just challenge him to a simple duel. Tell him he dishonored your family, so you have rights to challenge him to a duel. To the death.
That is a little too honorable for me.
Well, it's the only way we're gonna do this and walk out of here without bigger notice.
And then Gwen interrupts and says, with a bounty on her head.
Correct.
Are you sure about that?
Remember when I told you, shake my hand, Shaziki. I'm sure you'll do great.
I
you do the predator handshake thing?
Sure, I'll reach out and do the predator handshake thing.
All right. I cast Warding Bond. So for the next hour, so both of the rings give like a slight glow, and then there's
and you're resistant to all damage now, but... Or, no, he's resistant to all damage now.
Yeah, you're resistant to all
But anytime
damage.
he takes damage, you take damage too.
I take only the same amount that he takes.
Yes.
So you get a +1 to AC and saving throws. Yeah, also you're resistant to all damage, but any damage you do take, I take as well. Don't worry, Shaziki. You'll be fine.
Oh, alright.
And you'll see that the rings give like a slight glow, and then it looks like a blue band expands past the ring, and it like wraps around both of our bracers, and then it like tightens. You can feel like a little bit of the blue ring tightening down on both of us, and then it disappears.
So that $7,500 ring gone.
No, it stays. Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
The ring doesn't disappear. It's just the blue like aura of the ring that tightens around her arms.
Yeah, it doesn't consume the rings.
Oh,
But
okay.
you have to keep the ring on. If you take the ring off, it goes away.
Alright, I'm calling Savagery and band. You know what? While we're at this juncture, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Glibness.
Genzo whispers in your ear, Shaziki, I don't like this. If we get into a confrontation here, what Gwen said about ever going to a major city again, yeah, we can forget about that.
Gwen, Genzo, I really hate to say this. Why don't y'all leave? Don't worry about us. We'll be okay. We're basically gods.
In fact, I'll say this: if you guys want to, I don't know, pull a Primralty, if we need you, you'll know when to pop in.
Well, yeah, but not during a home game. I'm sorry, Shaziki, but even in a home game, I can't interfere. It's an honorable fight. Can't.
Why are you so big on doing things honorably? I am so against doing things honorably.
I mean, look, I'm helping you out. The bond. Look, that's as much as I can do.
Alright. I tell you what there, Dorian. I got something else for you.
What?
I will open up my bag and I will cast Mage Hand. If the situation calls for it, because who knows what's going to happen here. I will reach into my bag with Mage Hand and pull out the amulet that shows true forms of people. If we need a distraction, we need to turn the tide of an argument or anything here.
Yeah, I touch you with it.
Or you could do it to the queen that's not actually whatever she's pretending to be.
Oh, I don't need that amulet. I have another one.
Wait, you have your own?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you know, I grabbed a lot of them for myself when we left Sea Shroud.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I got like 2 of them, but then I gave one to you when we went to go fight Relicanter, so now I'm down to 1 and you have 1.
To be honest, I've also smoked a fair amount of Sood since then, so some of it sticks to the memory, some of it doesn't.
Although I did make sure that Aaron didn't get anything. I mean, he was around like trying to pistol whip people in the face. It was ridiculous. It was so stupid.
So as you are, when you get about halfway to the throne.
And I'll do one other thing right quick as we shake hands. I'll just hum a little ditty, and Dorian is inspired.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah. Sweet, inspired.
What are you humming? You're gonna do bard shit. You gotta do bard shit. The right bard way.
I don't know, I don't know, what are my murder tunes? I don't know. I just say, you know what?
Cotton Eye Joe?
Cotton Eye Joe it is. Cotton Eye Joe.
You can sing Misty Mountain.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inspiration.
You sing. We could sing Misty Mountain as we walk up to the throne. If you want to do that, you know. But if not, that's cool. I mean, I get it.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. For sure,
You know
for
the
sure.
lyrics? You really want to sing them right now? Because I know all the lyrics to Misty Mountain.
I will let you lead, and I will. What is it when you sing after somebody?
No. No.
Accompany.
Yeah.
I don't know. Gavin's
So-
a music nerd.
So when you get about halfway to the throne, he says, "My queen, do not fret any further. These brave adventurers rescued me. Drow bandits. They attacked me, took everything I had, tied me to a chair, and tortured me until they swooped in to my rescue. Slaughtered all of these scoundrels, these drow heretics, from which we descended from all these years ago. And Shaziki, I'll just tell you, it's like a bad acting session with the way he's saying this. But alas, I am back and I am safe. after these brave adventurers came to my rescue. I believe I already said that. I'm back, Your Majesty, as he bows.
Alright, Mr. Mathan, I think you've had enough. Why don't you sit down and I'll motion for him to go sit, like, in a corner.
Yes, the brave adventurers who rescued me wish to speak with you, my queen.
Yeah, you took a hit to the head too many times, I saw, so you're not speaking quite right. Anyhow, and I first thing want to do a 180, or not 180, a 360, basically look around the room. What is in here? Because I've got witch side up, so two things, well, three, I guess.
Well, it works for 30 feet.
How far back am I from the queen?
You're about, I'd say, 40 to 50 feet at this point. Not quite enough for it to
I
work.
will swagger up 50 to get within 30 feet.
Okay. And when you get within 30 feet of her, her appearance to you suddenly changes. Pale, white skin. Her hair looks about the same in the form that you're seeing her. Long, white hair that goes down to about her waist. But you can tell from the gaunt features and the pale white skin that she is indeed a changeling.
Not
You're
a
not sure if she...
changeling.
Not a doppelganger, a changeling. You don't know if she knows it, because you didn't know you were one for the longest time, but you know that she is one.
And what about the invisible surveyor bot that Wilhelm built? Because I can see through invisibility.
It's on a pedestal. It's on a pedestal. It's not in use right now. So you can see it. It's on a pedestal right next to her throne. What it looks like is if you could almost imagine like a B-52 bomber, but instead it has sort of bat-like features. But it's a very sleek, very flat, almost paper-thin looking metal construct that vaguely resembles a bat.
And is it still invisible right now?
No, it's not in use. When it's not in use, it's completely visible.
Oh, I thought I remembered them saying it was invisible all the time.
Nope, only when you're using it. Its invisibility has to be activated. You can tell for her it's just sort of a trophy, sort of just, she's just displaying it because it kind of looks cool and doesn't really know what it is. But she likes it. Yeah, it's a little knickknack.
Okay. And how many people are in the room? Just the general setting of what it is we're looking at here.
So you see the man that you recognize likely to be Tarvis no Kilgore. But you also see on the other side a female drow wearing heavy armor, sort of form-fitting, carrying what looks to be a long glaive, almost spear-like, but you can tell that instead of a spearhead, it's sort of like a short sword on the end of a long pole that is standing on the other side. And she has symbols sort of devoted to Selune that are sort of sprinkled throughout this armor.
Dorian gives her a wink and then the nod.
She looks at you with a confused look.
When Dorian winks flirtatiously, he winks with both eyes.
So he blinks?
No, he winks with both eyes. Did you not hear me?
Oh, okay. So she speaks directly to both of you. By this point, Gwen and Genzo are no longer present in the room. Thank you for bringing my consort back to me. Well, it was Drow, was it? Some of the, Oh, that is quite all right. You may stand. I'm still getting used to that. I have not occupied the throne for very long.
Well, I apologize. I have permission to speak, please.
You absolutely have permission to speak. After all, I owe you my thanks for bringing my consort back to me.
Long may you reign, Queen.
Rarina is my name.
Yeah, Queen Rarina.
Yes.
I'm gonna go stand over here, if you wouldn't mind. I'm not a good speaker person.
That is fine. May I know the names of the people who have so graciously brought my consort back to me? I truly owe you my thanks.
Well, I am Shaziki Belrook. Also known by, well, several titles, but most know me as Envy of the Seven Deadly Sins.
Belrook, that's an interesting last name. One that
Mm-hmm.
I've not heard in quite a long time.
Um,
It's
he's also a major of the Black Suns.
That's also very true.
You mean the Dark Suns?
That's what I said.
Oh, well, why
Ma'am.
didn't you say so?
I just said that.
Why didn't you say so sooner?
I'm sorry.
It's an honor, Major,
What?
and
What?
much more so to see our kind represented so highly in such a major guild.
Of course.
So you're a half breed, am I right? You don't look completely drow.
That's correct.
No disrespect intended, just making an observation.
Wait,
Now
you're
tell
not
me,
full drow?
Both my parents were half drow, so
So does that make you like quarter? How does that work? Half and half, and then I'll ask Aaron
anyway,
about
we
the
pretty
math
much just
later.
stay half.
I'll ask Aaron about the math later. It's okay.
so I assume you would like some reward for bringing him back. Truly, it is. You have my thanks.
Well, to be
No.
honest, I'm sorry, Dorian, did you have something to say?
Oh yeah, I was gonna introduce myself, but it's cool. Yeah, I'm cool.
Well, I was going to actually introduce you, but either way,
Oh yeah,
Dorian,
well,
you
no,
have the
by all
floor.
means. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, this is Dorian Stormbringer. He is also a part of the Seven Deadly Sins. He's also one of the Doom Guard, and one of Kalimvor's chosen.
Why didn't you say my title for the Seven Devils?
Because I forgot it.
Well, how did you forget? I started it.
We've had so many people come and go in the Sins, and you don't brag about it like everybody else does. You're so humble.
No, wait, hold on. What was that last part? I don't do what?
You don't brag about it like everyone else does?
Excuse me, Queen. I am Dorian Stormbringer, pride of the Seven Deadly Sins, High Knight of the Brotherhood of Shield and Light, and Gate. Oh God, I had it.
And
I was
Doom
doing
Guide
so
of
good.
Kellenborg.
Oh,
I believe
yes.
that's what you
wait.
said.
Excuse me. Hold on, wait. Dorian Stormbringer. Threshold Guardian of Kellenborg.
I see. That's quite a title. I did not know I was in such high company. Perhaps I should be bowing. And
Her
her
Shaziki fucking nailed it.
her young age is sort of betraying her a little bit because she's speaking with almost none of the formalities that you would expect of a queen. So about this time, the drow male that's standing up there says, "Queen, if I may, I'd wish to address your consort's rescuers." Of course, Colonel.
I'll accept it.
I am Colonel Tarvis Nokagor. What did you say your last name was?
Who? Stormbringer.
No, the other one.
Yeah, I am the other one.
The one that's not you.
I mean, that's Marvin over there. Or
You,
Nathan?
Major of the
Marvin?
Dark Suns.
Oh, why didn't you say that to begin with? I mean, we have
What did you
titles.
say your last name was?
Belrook.
I haven't heard that name in quite a long time. Curious.
Are you just copying what the Queen is saying? That's not cool.
Well, there's something else that, out of my titles that I might have forgotten. I'm also a diplomat for the city of Primralty. I've come here also on a... Yes, I was speaking to the Queen.
And the Queen says, "Know your place, Colonel." Right, of course, my Queen. I do apologize. As he takes a few steps back and discontinues speaking.
As a diplomat of Primralty, and I'm sure you're aware if you have anyone around you that's worth a flip, Primralty's also begun to make alliances. They're starting to initiate a summit to try and gather forces together. We were actually on our way here for a diplomatic mission. I was here to speak on behalf of Prince Rainer, which is why we were on our way when we ran into your consort. But Primralty that's also already come into a tight agreement with Sea Shroud and Geardale. Well, they're becoming a power amongst themselves.
Oh, didn't we also get the king of the what were those other people underground?
Yeah.
The Earth Ganassi's. And the king of the gnomes. And Rorik.
It's a summit that we're inviting these people to, and it's an alliance that's growing. Times are changing.
Hey, you think the king of the gnomes are gonna bring, or the halflings are gonna bring the boy king? Human boy king?
It's the gnomes. Remember, I retconned that. It's gnomes instead of halflings now.
All things possible.
And that was Godric Highmark, by the way, the kid.
Yeah, so the Highmark is gonna be there. Yeah, I think y'all are one of the last stops.
Oh, well, what is the purpose of this summit? I'd be delighted to attend.
We're going to speak over the points and purpose of an alliance between the kingdoms. We're tired of being shattered and broken, especially when such trying times. It seems we've had too many people that have been taking advantage of
I
isolated
couldn't
rulers.
agree more. I feel as though the various kingdoms have been fractured for far too long, and though many of my views and opinions are unpopular, to say the least, among the people of Darkholm, I nonetheless do wholeheartedly believe in them. So yes, I will attend your summit.
Well, that's wonderful. Unfortunately, I've also brought some good news and bad.
Oh?
I don't know if you're aware of this, but it seems you might have a wolf in sheep's clothing amongst your retainers.
I see, and what evidence do you have of this?
Well, we've had an ongoing investigation, and I'm not sure if you're aware, but that little ditty right there used to belong to an organization called the Hands of Fate.
You're pointing at Mathan?
No, I'm pointing at the camera thing.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, the drone, basically. Interesting. This was a gift from Mathan. Wonder how he acquired it. Who is looking very uncomfortable, by the way, with the direction the conversation is going.
Well, to be honest, Mathan might have gotten himself into a little bit of misunderstanding with some people about what that was, but we've had to dig, and we've gotten a little deeper, and we found that, well, Mathan may not necessarily be the culprit of things, but... Colonel!
Yes, Mr. Belrook.
Oh, you see, I'm spinning these thoughts. Go ahead.
You want me to use that zone of truth on Mathan right now? I mean, I do have it. And then the Queen can ask him questions.
When you address the Colonel, by the way, the female finally steps forward and says something. I can speak for the Colonel.
Oh?
No, you can't.
And
My name is High Priestess Delamine Drenell.
Who?
Pleasure. Now, continue with what you were saying.
Look, you speak on behalf of the Colonel. Who is in charge here? I've got different people talking to me for different reasons.
I am the High Priestess of the Church of Selune in Darkholm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a completely different god that I thought.
If I was coming here for religious practice or anything, you're definitely the person I would speak to. I'm talking politics. I'm sorry, but I'm not from here. Who's in charge? And who am I speaking to for this conversation?
Next to the Queen, you don't get much higher than me. After all, he is a man, and I am, well, obviously not.
Yeah, that's true. She's got you there.
I can speak for him. You know that this is a matriarchal society, so this shouldn't be a surprise.
Right, but I was also speaking to the Queen before, and then the man talked over So again,
Which
I
she
don't
then
know.
basically told him to shut up.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that was because of her being
That's
young
it.
or what the deal was. Okay. Well, I just for those of you that are high here, I mean, does anything seem a little out of place? Obviously, we have this thing that's on display, and well, we have bandits running amok, attacking your friend Mathan. And in fact, I think I heard not too long ago you had mind flayers coming up from down under, which should have been more threatening to your kingdom. But yet, no one sounded the alarm for this place to get you guys on defense.
We were never concerned about the Mind Flayers. Their forces are not nearly sufficient enough to challenge our kingdom.
According to
Well,
whom?
we kind of killed Thalamule. Don't you still have his head too?
Yes, I'm aware of what the 7 deadly sins, and this is still the High Priestess talking, are how they were helpful in squashing the Illithid threat. But they were never a threat to us. That I assure you.
Hubris gets you nowhere. How do I want to go about this? It's throwing me off. I'm not saying this out loud. It's throwing me off trying to do this the honorable way. I had a whole couple different things not doing this the honorable way.
Shaziki, as your clergy friend, I can help you guide through this. I've recited over many of these whole games.
So she says to you again, I think you've occupied enough of my queen's time, though. Do you not agree, Queen Rarina? She says, and you can tell that she's a new queen. Yes, I suppose you're right, High Priestess. So I will attend your summit, and I imagine you'd like some sort of reward for bringing my consort back to me. After all, you are adventurers, and adventurers rarely do work for free.
Well, we're a bit more than
Shaziki
just...
wants to challenge what's-his-face over there, the Colonel, to a home gang.
And what the hell is that?
But it's an honorable duel. I mean, Shaziki feels disrespected, so a home gang is needed to restore respect and honor.
The Colonel says, "May I speak, High Priestess?" "You may, Colonel." No.
So you decline a home gang?
I don't know what that is.
It's
But
a
there will be
duel.
no duel this day.
So you're declining his home gang.
Whatever you want to call it.
I mean, that's dishonorable. If you want to live your life in dishonor, forever knowing that you could never regain that back again, that's kind of sad.
My
I
honor
wouldn't
is
wanna live that
intact.
life. You're declining a home gang. That's kind of.
If somebody walked up to you on the street, challenged you to a home gang,
If
or
they had
whatever it is
reasonable
you're
cause?
calling it.
If they had
And-
reasonable cause, yes, I am obligated by honor to accept.
And what is this reasonable cause, Mr. Belrook?
I'm gonna
He
approach
emphasizes
him and
the
get
last
it
name.
right in his face.
As you're approaching him, several guards walk up with spears and make sort of an X in front of you.
Come on, Colonel. Colonel to, well, a major. We can't have ourselves a conversation.
He says, "Let him pass." As these guards step aside. You imagine this man is probably about the highest up a male can be in Darkholm society. So he's probably the most powerful man in the entire city. But even he still has to basically shut the hell up whenever a higher ranked woman tells him to do so. But he tells them to stand aside and they permit you to pass.
I'm just gonna walk up to him. I'm Shaziki Belrook. I've challenged you to a match. Don't tell me you're gonna turn away just because you're afraid of embarrassing yourself in front of all the women here. Come on.
And what reason do you have for challenging me?
I think you and I, well, we have more than enough reason to not like each other. And I'll give him a wink. And one of my eyes turns completely blue and then goes back.
He immediately says out loud, "Demon."
That's uncalled for. First, you're gonna turn down the home gang, then you're gonna name call. That's just rude. Why don't you spit on his face while you're at it?
Tell me why I shouldn't have you executed, fiend.
Excuse me. What did you just say to me?
Why shouldn't I have you executed,
Excuse
fiend?
me, Queen Rowena, is this how you handle diplomats that come into your kingdom?
Queen, he is a demon. I saw his eyes change.
So what, you just accuse people of doing stuff now?
She says, "What makes you so certain, Colonel? I saw one of his eyes turn blue. Only demons can do that.
So we come
Queen,
here.
we must have him executed. He is a demon. He is a threat to the kingdom."
Let me make something very clear to you. I don't think you quite understood that I just told you. I am a diplomat of Sea Shroud. I'm a major in the Dark Suns. Sea Shroud, which also has an alliance with 2 other kingdoms. If you want to try and execute me, we'll take that as a sign of aggression and an act of war that will have 3 kingdoms and the largest mercenary guild that's ever walked this planet come down on this entire kingdom. Now, do you really think you have it in you to try and execute me, Colonel?
Oh, make that persuasion check with advantage on that one.
Or would that be intimidation?
Yeah, actually, that's more intimidation, but you definitely get advantage on that one.
So Dorian just pulls out a bag of jerky and just starts eating jerky off to the side.
You are lucky that you find yourself so protected.
I'm not quite protected. I'm not the one turning away from a match now, am I?
Home game.
If you're so set to put me down, well, I've offered a way for you to be able to do it. Stop being such a coward and face me.
In a home
We
game.
have no traditions for such bouts. We are not barbarians.
Home game. It's not a barbarian tradition. It's an honorable duel. I don't see how you can get more honorable than
You
a
want to
duel.
face me? Then let's
He
face.
looks and says, "My queen." She says to you, "Unfortunately, the colonel does speak the truth. Any act of aggression would still have to be treated as such."
Excuse me, Queen, if I may. The summit is to bring peace between different nations. If you were to do such, would you open your borders to other countries and kingdoms?
I would.
Would you decline ceremonial rites and other rites of passage that other countries and kingdoms and their religions to come forth? Or would you bar all of this and just welcome travelers and tourists? You would just be a tourist town then, or would you be welcoming?
I would,
Because
of course, be welcoming.
So, by calling our tradition barbaric, that's kind of an insult. We take it very personally, as a dwarf.
Make a persuasion check.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. 31, natural 20.
Holy shit, if there was ever a time for a natural 20.
I'm just saying.
And I literally rolled a natural 22, but even with my bonuses, I don't beat yours. So
I'm just saying.
As one of my
If you're going
first
to
acts as
welcome
queen,
dwarves and other races, you're going to have to be prepared to make these hard choices of which trials you allow into your city, which religions, and which every race has their own rite of passage. This is a honored, sacred tradition of honor and dignity. If someone insults you, you thus have the right to declare a home game, where I'm from. To decline is disrespect on you, your family, and all of your loved ones.
I will decree this. As queen, if the colonel is to accept your home gang, am I saying that right?
Yes, home game.
If the colonel is to accept, the survivor of the bout will not be tried for murder. That is the best that I can do.
Sounds pretty reasonable. But it's just a duel.
Right, as he's talking about this, I am going to stealthily, ready, and I will reach into my bag and drink a potion of Bear's Endurance.
Make a sleight of hand check on that one.
Alright, I'll go ahead and deduct it from my... Oh, Bear's Endurance, not Bull Strength. There we go. Sleight of hand.
Ugh.
You did better than mine. That was a nat 1 with bonuses. I will accept your home gang under one condition. One-on-one fight, face to face.
Would you like me to inform you the rules of a home game? By tradition, by traditional standards?
Sure.
It is a 10-foot by 10-foot arena, drawn in a square, 1v1. Any outside interference makes the opposite the victor of the home game. So if I interfered at all in any kind of form or fashion, or anyone to support Shaziki, you will be the victor. Or if any of your companions were to help you, Shaziki would be the victor. So it is traditionally a 1v1.
Under the circumstance of a 10 by 10 foot square,
Correct.
I agree.
Dorian pulls out a piece of chalk. Here?
10
Here's
foot
good.
by 10 foot is so small, man.
What? I mean, we could do 20. Circle. 10 foot by 10 foot square or 20 by 20 circle?
It just has to be within the square, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna do this fucking thing.
I mean, would you like a 20-foot circle or a 10-foot square? Well, kind of can't do a 20-foot circle in this. That would put pillars and everything in the way.
Yeah, I'm not. Hold on, I'm not. It's not like loading for me correctly. Let me see.
That's a 15 by 15.
Hold on, I'm trying to. I don't know what it's. There we go.
I say.
Oh, Gavin, if you want to retcon it to make the square a little bit bigger, that's up to you, man.
I like the 10 by 10. You know, we'll do 15 by 15. Why not?
Okay.
I like how this is my revenge, but we're doing it Dorian's way the whole way through. It's all honorable. It's not distance with range.
Yeah, well, you start off 5 or 10 feet away from the guy, so there's your range.
And
Don't forget to add that +1 to all your saving throws and +1 to AC. And remember, you have resistance to all damage.
On top of that,
Yeah, Gavin, I'm gonna need you to put me on the map.
are you? Okay.
Yep.
I am also. Let's do some more sleight of hand shit. As Dorian's drawing the chalk circle and whatnot, I'm gonna take an Archie's Epic Delayed Reaction and Adrenaline Shot.
I'm just gonna be right outside of it.
So the High Priestess speaks up and says, "So just to make sure this is a fair fight," she walks forward and, by the way, roll a perception check.
Who?
Both of you.
Oh, my perception sucks, penis. Oh, 19's not bad.
Okay, you both notice the High Priestess cast a spell. If you can make an Arcana check.
Oh, jeez. That's no better. Did I beat the spell's level?
You did.
Oh.
She just casted Detect Magic. She says, just to make sure this is a fair fight.
Well, I mean, he is radiating. All his armor and everything is just radiating.
Oh, I know. She would see that. She walks over and she says, let me cast this. And she's casting Dispel Magic twice. The first time she cast it on the Colonel, and then she's casting it on you, Shaziki.
Well, I mean, she has to target it's not like everything on me becomes
I know.
unmagical.
She's doing the warding bond.
Oh, so she noticed it was the ring?
Well, Detect Magic is whenever you cast a spell magic on somebody, you
Detect
essentially
Magic tells her the school of magic. It doesn't tell you the specific spell.
Okay, then this would be Abjuration that she is casting Dispel Magic on.
Yeah, but she doesn't. I have 1,002 different magical things on me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how she would be able to discern which exact thing it is that she's looking at, because he's got more than one abjuration. He's got 2 rings on. He's got a divination ring, an abjuration band around his wrist. He's got.
Let's see. How many magical things do I have on my persons? Holy shit! Let's count the ways. And not only that, her Detect Magic would fucking skyrocket when she saw Antithesis.
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends.
Yeah, but she's got to discern which one she wants to end. How does she know what each of the spells do?
All she knows is
if
School
you
of Magic.
if you guys casted that on somebody, I'd have you pick the effect.
Yeah. But how do you know which effect you're going after without knowing what effect you're going after?
I get what you're saying, but if you follow that rabbit hole, you essentially make Dispel Magic a useless spell.
No, that's usually good. If you see someone cast a spell,
Yeah.
then you want to cancel that out.
I mean, I wouldn't say that.
Like, this is the reason why, like, so many bosses have Detect Magic as one of their possible legendary actions. So they can then know that somebody is under the effect of something and counter it with a Dispel Magic.
Yeah,
Like, back
no.
when you guys fought Vorkeen, he used Dispel Magic during that fight to get rid of some of the effects. You used
Yeah, I
them before
know.
you got into the fight, but
Yeah, I know, it was total and utter BS.
Yeah,
it's
no,
just the way the...
Not letting that happen. So I will cast Counterspell, and I'll shut that down.
She will cast Counterspell.
And then I'll cast Counterspell.
you don't have
Yeah.
Counterspell.
Yes, I do.
Well, you do, but it only works against Necromancy.
But she's what level is she casting Counterspell at?
We'll say, you know what? We'll type it in at the same time.
Okay, sure.
And on 3, we press enter.
All right.
All right. 1, 2,
She's
3.
gonna cast it at 6th level. Oh, 8.
I can only cast it at 1 level, bro.
Yeah, I know.
She got cast that shit at 8th level.
Yeah, she's gonna cast a spell magic at 8th level.
I did not approve for you to be cast. What is with this kingdom? Somebody shows up, you're casting spells on people. You calling them demons?
You know what the kingdom is like.
I still don't understand, man. If she's casting detect magic, she knows what school it's from, but she doesn't know what it's doing.
No, but it still says you can pick an effect that you want to get rid of.
That's for dispel, but she has to discern the different types of magic. Like I said, Shaziki is full of magic items and magical effects. He's got Bear's Endurance on him. He's got other spells.
She's not going after the Bear's Endurance.
I'm kicking this thing off.
How does she know which
I'm not
one's
gonna argue
which?
this for forever.
Okay.
So
Right,
I
I'm not in the
also
hole there. I'm out.
took an Archie shot secretly. If I need to roll a sleight of hand on that.
Yeah, roll a sleight of hand. Oh yeah, they don't see shit. Nobody sees shit.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna roll for the rest of the people because they can't roll that high.
I'm only a level 1 rogue too. It's awesome.
If I may, priestess, what did
Yes.
you dispel off of the colonel?
I just casted it just in case he had anything. We want this to be a fair fight, after all.
Yes, but you dispelled something off of him, did you not?
I cast the spell on him.
Yeah, what did you dispel?
Nothing. He had no magical effects that he was benefiting from beyond his weapons.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. No more interference.
Well, if that's going to be the
Whatever it
case, if you don't mind, since now I'm aware because you didn't warn me of that, may I at least drink a potion to get my magic back that I had to waste for that?
Absolutely. That is fair.
Alright, I'll drink a potion of speed. But
Make a sleight of hand check, because a potion of speed looks noticeably different than a potion of mana.
is that not deception? Because I lied.
This is gonna... You did lie. So, I would say this is still sleight of hand.
No, it's
because
deception. I'm sure it's deception.
You're trying to keep them from seeing what the potion is as you take it. I
Colonel,
could
is
require
there
both,
anything-
but I'm just gonna go with the sleight of hand.
Is there anything you would like to do to prepare?
I have
Or
everything
you-
I need.
All right. So are both combatants prepared?
Let me change my stuff. Well, we'll just make it like I have a +1 to my AC. Actually, it's a +3 now because now I'm hasted. No,
All right.
I need to click that. Just out of curiosity, before, because we're rocking and rolling this, how strong does this dude look?
He's decorated, definitely. He's got several medals that he has pinned onto his leather armor. When he draws the hand crossbow, you can see that he does so with a degree of grace and finesse, showing that he is no stranger to the weapon. When he pulls out his rapier, he gives it a bit of a flourish. He looks like somebody that you can tell knows his way around at least these kinds of weaponry.
Okay. Alright, and how big is this arena? Because I hadn't got the arena thing yet. Like, I gotta pull up the map.
It's a 15 by 15.
Yeah, anytime I click on the map,
square.
I'm not getting something I can see. Okay. Yeah, I don't see it, man.
You don't see the link that I just
I see
dragged
the link
into the
and I
chat?
clicked on it. Here,
Try
like,
images.
watch this. I'll
Try
show
going
you.
into-
Hold on 1 second. Share your screen. If you go into Discord, and you'll see where I'm streaming just in Discord, you'll see what I see. This is all I get whenever I click on it.
Try and go into images. Images and map.
Images and maps. Darkholm throne room.
Yeah, just type in throne room. You misspelled throne. Yeah, right there. Oh.
That is weird. I don't know why that's all you'd be seeing, because, I mean, Tony, you can see it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I got it up. Oh, unlock it, Gavin. It's locked to the public. Unlock it.
Is it? No, it's unlocked.
Let me try and exit out of it. Oh, shit. Huh. It's opening up for me. Do you want me to share mine?
Yeah, share your screen.
Ooh. No, I'm second guessing. Hold on, let me do something real quick. How did you do that? Screen. Share your screen. Can you see my fantasy grounds?
I can. Oh, no, I can't, actually.
Why not?
No, I can't. Okay. So, yeah, he says, just one last question, Doom Guide. Say somebody falls out of the ring. Or is pushed out of the ring. What happens then?
They get pushed back in.
I see. Good to know.
Until the fight is over. But in that case, you would each respectfully go back to your original starting corners and restart the match. If that was the case, or somebody was pushed out of the ring.
I'm ready whenever you are, Major Belrook.
Hold on, let me see something right here. Where is it? Well, there is one last thing I would like to do. I want to start this thing off right, just to make sure that there's no hard feelings coming into this. A quick toast, shall we say, for the entertainment?
A toast, you say?
Sure. And I'll reach into my bag and I will pull out my jewel-encrusted chalice that I got from the actual Royalty Mansion. And I will take out a vial that is my rum laced with black sap.
I wonder, can I don't think I can open up.
He says to you very promptly, I don't share glasses with demons.
Do you not have a clean cup then?
Dwarf, start the match.
Are you both ready? Prepared?
Hateful, I would say. Hateful, hateful, hateful. Well then, did I have a potion? I can't remember. Did I have a potion? I don't think I had my potion yet, did I?
Yes, you did.
Well then I guess I must be ready. And I will cast Banishing Smite.
Alright. And that's all you're getting. Roll initiative.
I did not anticipate doing it this way. Alright.
Damn! Okay.
Thank you, Archies.
Oh, you have advantage on initiative rolls with Archies?
Yep. I got advantage on a lot of things because of Archies.
Okay. Yeah, my initiative was 16, so you're first.
Alright, let me see if I can get this map up.
I have it online if you want to look over at my screen real quick.
Yeah, I mean, I still have to be able to like move my.
Hey, yeah,
character
you
around.
can. You can tell me where you want to move them. I'll move it. It's alright.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not doing anything either. The
Stop.
other
Okay.
much.
You know what?
I
I'm
don't
fine
have
with
any-
where I am at. So, yeah. Let's do this. I will summon Bozuka. And for my bonus attack, I will go ahead and cast Hexblade's Curse on him. Oh man, my audio just cut out. It hadn't cut out in forever. As soon as I'm looking at Tony's screen. It's all up in my business.
For your bonus action? Alright.
There we go. Bonus action. There we go. Bonus action, Hexblade's Curse. I'll put on this.
Okay.
Alright. And man, sorry again, my audio is just like cut in and out now. That's fine. I'm talking. I'm not listening anyway. Apparently didn't like me looking at Tony's stream thing, I guess. Okay, that's back. Yeah. And I will go ahead and fire a purple worm arrow. There we go. So,
Okay, go for it. Make your attack.
purple worm arrow. Actually, nah, get all that next turn. It'd be alright. No, better yet. Sorry, I gotta think about something here. Yeah, no, purple worm arrow. Alright, yep. Bozuka, explosive arrow. Let me roll. And I just gotta roll all this to check because I can't roll it on him.
Okay. Actually, you can in the combat log.
Oh, okay. Well, 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So I can roll damage and everything on his name too?
Yeah, just directly in the combat tracker.
You can delete everyone else out of the combat tracker too.
I leave everybody in there.
I need him to make a DC 19 con save.
That's 21.
He'll take half damage. So, and that's 12d6, so it'll become 66. 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's
Not
half
some
dice.
bad rolls either.
25.
So yeah, he takes the whole of that.
He'll also take 5d10 because I had Banishing Smite on. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 5d10. It's another 20 points of damage.
What type of damage is that?
Force.
Okay.
And then, well, actually, he took all the damage from the explosive already because that adds it in there. Okay. Let's do, for my second attack, I will do a Terramandible arrow.
Okay.
So 28 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
He takes that, and then he has to make a DC 18 con save.
That's 28.
Yeah, no, he saves. So he takes 5d8, because he'll take half.
Okay.
So let me mark that. 4, 6, 8, 5.
So that's 8 more damage.
God, 2, 2, 2, 1. Jesus. Okay, and then how do I want to do this? I'm gonna go and put a banishing smite on that. So that's 68. So 4.
Wait, how can you add another banishing smite?
Or not banish, Eldritch smite is what I meant.
Gotcha. Okay, yes, that
4,
you can
6,
do.
8. Ooh, that's a lot of 8s. He goes down. He is prone.
He's prone. Oh, yeah, he is. Okay.
Okay, and then I gotta take a look at my inventory here. 1 second, because I still have my hasted action. Where's the potion mana? Potion mana. I will drink a jar of Arcana Mana Nights.
Are you trying to be secret about it?
No. We're allowed to drink potions here. That was not against the rules.
Oh, okay.
And that is using an item for my hasted action, so that's everything.
All right.
Oh, you know what I should have done? Oh, yeah, I forgot about a spell I had. That would be perfect for this situation. Ah, well, what's done is done.
So moving on to his turn, he stands up and says, using half his movement, of course, and says, "Relying on poisons and tricks, I see. Only a demon would fight in such a manner." And then he's going to contradict himself, and he's going to use his bonus action to drink a potion of haste, or a potion of speed, I guess it's technically called. He's going to use his new hasted action to use an item, and that is going to be a potion that he's going to drink. That will be...
Do I recognize the other potion?
It looks
Gavin?
red.
Can I do a perception check and just watch what the queen and what everyone else in the room is doing?
Yeah,
Even,
go for it.
Nathan? Oh, my perception sucks ass. Yeah, it sucks ass. I just want to be on the lookout to make sure nobody's doing anything fishy.
I mean, does it look like a healing potion?
It's a red potion. You recognize healing potions are red.
So why can't you just say it's a healing potion? If it ain't a healing potion. If you want to roll for it, I'll roll for it.
It's a healing potion.
Why you gotta be so timid about giving me that information?
So now he is going to go for a full round of attacks. So he runs to you. Let me adjust his AC since he just drank a potion of haste. And he's going for a full round of attacks. So his first attack is going to be... You see him and he pulls out his hand crossbow and in point blank, though he has crossbow expert, so it doesn't really matter. And he's going to go for a... Let's see, which one is he doing? Yeah, he's going to use one of his superiority dice. So he's making an attack against you.
Okay.
Oh, that's a shit roll.
Bye-bye, your superiority dice.
Well, let me see. Does that go away? Let's see. No, you expend the superiority dice after. I'm reading it.
Which assault was he doing?
Disarming attack.
Oh, yeah, you gotta hit first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most superiority dice you have to hit
come on.
first.
Disarm my weapon, please.
He doesn't know that. I'm going off of what he knows. So he's going at you again with an attack. Oh yeah, that hits. So now he's going to use his superiority dice
I will
for
use
a
my
disarming
reaction.
attack. Oh, that's something that you use on your
He misses.
reaction.
He has Hexblade's curse
Oh, is
on
that
him.
your Hexblade's curse? Okay, well, since he misses, it doesn't cost him the superiority dice. So, yeah, he's going again. This one is a precision attack. So he rolls the attack on you, and then he rolls a d12 on top of that to see whether he hits. Does a 29 hit?
Oh, you know what it does in this current situation because of something else entirely. But yes, the 29 will hit.
Alright, so that's going to be, you take a d6 of piercing damage, a d6 of fire damage, and how is that partially absorbed? Which of this are you resistant to?
So, is he still hitting me with his, crossbow?
Yes.
Okay. I might... I don't know. If you said fire, it might still have me being resistant because I was on Jabroni. But I never put that automatically in. What damages does he hit me with?
It's piercing, fire, and thunder.
Oh, I'm resistant to thunder.
Are you... But that's only one of the damage.
Or actually, it's lightning that I'm resistant to. It's not even thunder. I don't know. How do I look at my resistances?
I'm looking at him, and it's not showing you as being resistant to anything.
Gavin, how much damage did he roll?
13, because I got really bad rolls.
How much was the thunder damage? The lightning damage?
It was just one. It was just one damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just change it. You took 13 wounds. We see how this is going. So he's going for... Was that his second or his third attack?
That was his third.
Alright, he's going for his fourth and final. That hits. In this instance, he's going to use a... Oh, I forgot to have you do something. When you get hit, you have to make a strength saving throw with that weapon. So make a strength saving throw real quick.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I hadn't eaten yet. Okay. Hang on, let me look at something, because I think with Bear's Endurance, is it a saving throw, or is it a check? Just to make sure.
This is a saving throw, a strength saving throw.
Oh, by the way, when you gave me that... Oh, I know why it was partially wounded. I figured it out. It goes down to 7. It wasn't that the damage got... It was partially absorbed because I got temporary hit points from drinking the Bear's Endurance potion earlier. And I had 6 temporary hit points from that. That's what it was.
Okay.
So I just changed it back. It's good. That now I know.
Okay.
And then because I was just thinking about it, because I'm looking at Bear's Endurance, you have advantage, or not Bear's Endurance. No, it's Bear's Endurance. That's what I took. That's Constitution checks, and then the Archie's thing gives it to me for advantage on con saves and dex saves, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And I need
So
first a strength saving throw.
Okay. And I have a +1 to this. I haven't added this, but that's from Dorian's thing. It's an 8!
So you get knocked back 5 feet. So you are now there. What ruling are you making, Dorian? After you get slammed and when this crossbow hits you square in the chest, the crossbow bolt itself, like, it leaves like an impact. Like, it makes a loud noise when it hits your chest. You feel it. It knocks the wind out of you a little bit, and you find yourself just sliding back across the ground. You're not knocked prone, but you are knocked back 5 feet.
Yeah, okay.
Now I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Which I have advantage on, because I just looked that up.
Yes.
So that's 22. Oh, actually,
So
I don't have that anymore because Dorian's thing got taken away. So it's 21 total.
Okay. So that's still a pass. You feel a sort of poison start to go through your system, but you shrug it off, and in fact, for the last few years, you've been developing an immunity to iocane powder, and so...
I'm sorry. No, you were wrong. The poison was in both cups. Anyways.
But you recognize it as a drow poison, but you shrug off its effects, and it as alone is sort of a weak poison anyway. So he's coming at you with his last attack. He is not waiting for you to get in the ring. He is immediately firing again.
I hold up my hand and jump in front of him. As I stated before in the rules, you must let him return back into the ring.
So I can knock him out of it again?
If that's what you want to do. And then I will grab Shaziki by the scuff of his collar and lift him back up and shove him back into the ring.
And as soon as you land on your feet, he lets loose another attack.
Sorry, I had to step away. His smell was just so terrible. I had to take a breather. Get that shit out of here.
Let me see how precision attack works, whether you have to call it before or after.
Well, last time you called it after.
Well, that was for disarming.
No, that was for precision.
No, for precision, I did that beforehand.
Wait, you might have said
I said I was going to do it beforehand.
Okay.
I rolled
Yeah,
it after
okay.
I'd done it.
You can do precision before or after. But it has to be after you've seen the weapon attack roll. But before...
Yeah, he's using a precision attack. So that's a d12. Does a 31 hit?
31 natural? No. Yes, 31 hits. Don't be a smartass about it.
You know, Tasha's came out with a shit ton more stuff for them.
Alright, he is gonna move himself right here, and that's gonna be the end of his turn.
That's fine. Alright, so for my action, I will cast Dispel Magic on his haste. Because it's still a magical effect, isn't it? Even though he drank it from a potion?
It is. It can be dispelled.
Then yeah, let's dispel that haste.
Dorian and Shaziki, make a perception check.
Oh yeah, since it's a new round, I can make a new perception check, right?
Yes, you can.
Oh my god.
So, Shaziki, you definitely see this. The High Priestess is casting Counterspell on your Dispel Magic.
And I will counterspell her counterspell. And I will wave my finger as I do it.
Did I see Shaziki
And
do that to her?
Even though her level was high enough, your glibness makes it automatically work. And yeah, you saw Shaziki do that.
Okay. Can I roll initiative?
You want to jump in the fray?
No, I just want to roll initiative, because I'm going to confront her here in just a second.
Yeah, roll initiative.
I'm gonna confront her after 6 seconds.
You do have some luck, I'm just saying, and you're also inspired.
Oh yeah, I am inspired. Well, that whole 3 situation, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, you've already moved on from that, though. But you can absolutely use either your luck or that inspiration for your initiative roll if you would like.
Yeah, I'll use the luck for the initiative.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 10.
You're still
Where's
third.
the light? Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna need you to put the priestess on the initiative tracker.
I absolutely will. Give me just a second.
And I'm gonna need you to throw her on the map.
Let's see, initiative for her. Okay. That's a 2 for initiative. I'll go and just add everybody to the map. How about that?
Sure. I don't think Sean can still see the map.
I can see it on your thing, man.
Oh, okay. Is it easier when I zoom in?
It makes no difference. I can see you.
I can't draw on the
I don't.
map.
But
That's
you're so zoomed
lame.
in. I don't know where the priestess or whatever is.
Nobody. He hasn't added anybody to the
Oh,
map
okay,
yet.
okay.
I'll zoom out once he adds people. Just let me know.
Just did.
I'll add people when I fix my chat box. I mean, I'll do stuff.
You'll do things when you do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and make Queen Rarina Dromakil a big old neutral on the combat tracker.
She's kind of far. 5, 10, 15, 20.
She wasn't 60, so she'd still have been able to do it. All right, and I won't add the guards that are on the outskirts of this room, but you notice about a dozen guards that are in here. So,
That's fun.
yeah, I think Shaziki, it was still your turn.
Yeah, okay.
That was your action to dispel magic.
Yeah, here's what can't cast that. Let's see. Let's have some fun, shall we? 'Cause I don't want extra stuff happen. God, that's so low on the DC. And his con saves are fucking through the roof.
He is a fighter.
Yeah. Alright.
I'll say this about him, though. He just has a regular old character sheet. He doesn't have some boss sheet or something. He's just a fighter.
18th level battle master.
Actually, he's a 20th level battle master, but yeah.
I mean, so what? He gets 4 attacks. So what? Big Wolf, you want to fight about it? He should technically get 4 attacks per round, not 3.
I know, I've been giving him 4.
Okay, because he should have 2-weapon fighter because he is still technically using 1 weapon in each.
Yeah,
hand.
he gets 5 attacks technically if he utilizes his bonus action for it.
Yeah.
He just used his bonus for something else last turn.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
Is he dex based? Rapier and crossbow?
He is a dex-based fighter, yep.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try and make like an unarmed strike attack.
Really?
And yeah,
Turn it into brass knuckles?
not even that much. I'm
Do the headbutt. Do the headbutt.
I will bonus action
Headbutt.
activate my cloak of billowing.
Okay.
Would a demon look this good? And I will reach into my bag and grab something, and I will just basically, I want to punch him in the mouth and shove something in his mouth.
So you're just making a regular, like, with your actual fist, not antithesis, unarmed attack.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, this is going to be a strength roll.
Okay.
So just roll a d20 and add your strength modifier. I don't think you're proficient with unarmed attacks. No, I think you would be.
I mean, I'm a
yeah.
mercenary, so I don't know where that plays in. I think.
Tony, would
maybe?
you be proficient in unarmed? No, that's a tavern brawler thing. So no, you wouldn't be.
Okay, well, I'll just
So
roll
just roll a d20 and add your strength.
That would be a 20 to hit.
That does not hit.
Oh, hang on. Strength. If it's strength based, do I have advantage? No, that's like a strength check. Is it a check or just with an attack?
It's an attack roll, which
Okay.
isn't technically a check. A check is something different.
Alright, well, let's do the luck point. I haven't used the luck point yet.
Okay.
Damn. Either way, I'm shoving something into his face, and it's a small bag. I don't know if that, like, explode. I was trying to shove it in his mouth, but that's fine. You know what? No, we'll just say it didn't hit. And that was my...
That was your action, bonus action,
yeah.
and hasted action.
Yeah. So it's done. My turn's done. It's donezo.
Alright, now it's his turn.
He doesn't do anything.
Oh, the haste. That's right. Yeah, he can't do anything. Okay. Dorian.
Yeah. Where is my Avenging Angel? Is that a bonus action or a full action? Using your action. Yeah. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to bonus action activate the Aegis, which is going to give me a 25-foot movement speed, and I'm going to.
No, I think it doubles your movement, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It gives me 25 more for 50, and I'm exactly 50 feet away because I can't cut the corner because I can't enter the ring, so I got to go around. But that's 50 feet right there. Yeah, and right when I'm charging straight up into her face, and I'm hitting her with my channel divinity, Abjure Enemy. Gavin, is she immune to frighten?
Let me look at her. I don't think so.
Then she needs to make a wisdom saving throw. This isn't being charmed. I know elves have that effect for charmed, but yeah, she needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And then my spell DC, what does it go up to?
It goes up by 1, I want to say. Because you gain a +2 to everything.
Yeah, so that makes 6, 12.
I think it's 20.
12, 8, yeah, 20.
She rolled a 19.
19, so she is... let me see. The creature must make a wisdom saving throw unless it's immune. Okay, let's go up. On a failed save, the creature is frightened for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. While frightened, the creature's speed is 0 and can't benefit from any bonuses to its speed. So I'll just run up into her face, and when I get up in front of her, like the whole eyes go black, and then black smoke starts pouring out from his eyes, and he'll grab his sword and he'll just whisper to her, "Interfere one more time." And then, yeah, that'll end his turn.
So that makes her frightened of you when you use your enemy?
That's my channel divinity. She is frightened of me. Her speed is like, all of her movement speed is 0, and she is frightened of me. She cannot move away from me.
Okay. She just... Yeah, and since she is frightened, she sort of stammers out. Is that a threat?
Yeah. And, I mean, she can speak, I guess. But, yeah, he's not drawing his sword out, but he has broke it from its sheath by, like, just did that little click, like, that you see samurais do that little click out from his sheath a little bit. But, yeah, he's holding on to his sword.
Okay.
And, yeah, he's going to stay there and just keep eyes on her. Alright, and that's going to be it for his turn.
Alright. So, on her turn, she is frightened of you.
Yep.
So, she's gonna move.
She
10
cannot
feet.
move.
I thought she can move away from you.
Is 0. She cannot move. She's frightened. She has the frightened effect, and because of Abjure Enemy, her movement speed is 0, and she cannot benefit from any bonuses to its speed.
Let's see.
She can teleport. but I have Warcaster, so I can cast a spell too.
Yeah, she's gonna use her bonus to, yeah, she is casting a spell. As you see her body start turning into sort of a mist. Are you gonna do anything?
Oh man. As Warcaster, that means I can cast a spell as an attack of opportunity when she casts a spell, right?
No, that you're thinking of Mage Slayer, that you can attack
Mage
somebody when they
Slayer.
cast a
Okay,
spell.
yeah.
And she's just casting Misty Step and putting herself right there.
When a hostile creature's movement provokes your opportunity. Okay, yeah.
So
She's moving
that's
herself
just-
back 10 feet?
Yes.
Okay, then no, I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay. Then she's gonna use her action to cast a spell. So
Okay.
make a Wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. Those are my best saving throws. Hold on, let me finish stacking up my points here. Wait, no, that's wrong. Did I already do that? I think I already did that. Yeah, I did. Alright, you said wisdom
Well,
saving throw?
Hang on.
Wisdom saving throw.
How close am I to
Oh.
her?
Legendary resistance.
Oh, well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are 50 feet away, but I think you've used your reaction. You used it on your turn to counterspell her counterspell.
That was the last turn. I've gone since then.
Yeah, he
It's
has.
at the start of your turn that you get that back.
Yeah, he's already gone since she did that.
Remember, because I
rolled
did
initiative.
the cloak of billowing and all that shit?
Did you? I thought that was this turn that you counterspelled her.
No, because
Oh,
I
yeah.
shut down his haste, and then I did cloak of billowing and tried to punch him, and then he lost his turn because of haste.
So, last turn, you got rid of his haste with
Mhm.
Dispel Magic, right? Like,
Right.
on the turn you just had. And then she cast Counterspell on the Dispel
No,
Magic, and then you
no.
Counterspelled.
Hold up, remember the turn before I did that, because on the last turn I did cloak of billowing, and then I tried to do an unarmed punch to his mouth.
With your
Actually, that was
hasted
my
action.
hasted action. Yeah, that's right. So I did cast Dispel Magic.
Yeah,
But I
and then
haven't
she
used-
tried to Counterspell your Dispel Magic, and then you Counterspelled her Counterspell.
You know what? I don't like it when you prove me wrong.
So you actually did it's at not at the end, it's at the start of your turn. So
Yeah.
By the
I
time your
thought
turn
it
was over, you
I
used
thought it
your
was the
reaction.
previous turn. I got it mixed up. That's my bad.
So,
Fair
but
enough.
still make the saving throw, just in case you don't have to use your legendary resistance. Unless you just are dead set on using your legendary
You know
resistance.
what? Let me make the roll first, and then I'll decide
Yeah,
if I want
that's the better way to use it.
Yeah,
With your
let
extra
me-
bonuses that you didn't know you even had before.
Shut up. Is it a 25 succeed? 24?
That barely succeeds.
Okay, well then yeah, I won't use the legendary resistant.
I assume not. So she was trying to use hold person on you.
Yeah, I slide the sword out another inch. Stop it.
She's too terrified to speak because of your effect.
Yeah, good. She can sit the fuck down.
All right, Shaziki, you're up.
I don't even know this guy's worth using potions on, but you know what? does not like this guy, so yeah, I'll use some potions.
Shaz doesn't like this guy? Really?
Yeah, so I get one
just kill him.
spell slot back from the beginning. I want to taunt him. One spell slot back at the beginning because my Jarvan can't mana knights, and I'll just say, well, what's bad? What's worse than? Actually, I'll bonus action. And I will drink a potion of greater mana.
Wait, how'd you lose some wounds?
I don't
You're
know.
at one wound.
I didn't do that. You tell me that, Jabroni. Jabroni the pony. Cause
Yeah, how are you at one?
I didn't touch it, man. I don't know. It's even on the tapes. You can check the tapes later. How many
I believe
wounds was
you.
I at? Because he hit me for a tiny bit.
How many times did you get hit? Just once or twice?
I know it was at 7, and then I don't think he ever actually hit me or anything before, but I was at 7.
And then I know he hit you again for 15.
Oh, Gavin, I got some more bad news for you.
I think you're at 22 wounds, I want to say.
Sure.
Gavin, I got some more bad news.
There's no such thing as bad news. What's the news?
She doesn't get to remake her saving throws.
She doesn't?
Nope.
You don't get to do it every turn?
Nope. Not
Oh,
for this.
failed save creatures frightened for 1 minute or until it takes any damage while frightened. So it's just straight up 1 minute.
Or until they take any damage. Gotcha. Okay.
Unless she's gonna stab herself and you're just gonna metagame through this whole thing, then I'm gonna have to murder
No,
your entire city here.
I'm not gonna do that. I won't. It wouldn't make any sense for her to just stab herself to get out of it, so no.
Alright, Green, I'm gonna get you 2 spell slots back for as a warlock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'll take Greater Mana as my bonus action. And I already got 1 back from my turn from the Arcana Mana Knight, so I have 3 spell slots back. And I'm just gonna look at him and just say, well, what's worse than 1 demon? Maybe 3? And I'll cast Mirror Image.
And then, what's this? Shaziki's gonna move to a 180 position of him, so he's within 30 feet of Dorian? What? Did not see that coming.
Noticing how far away and how much I miss Dorian, I will moonwalk to the other side of this guy.
That's going to be difficult terrain, so you know it's going to take all your movement to get to the other side.
I have an extra 10 feet of movement because my archery's thing, so I'm right as rain, my man. Anyway, so I still have my hasted action, which I will. How do I want to do this?
You're not at that point yet.
How do I, Shaziki the man, want to kill the guy in charge of killing my parents with a giant dildo? I'd make a giant dildo.
Go for it.
Whew. Yeah. And
A giant, shadowy dildo.
yes. You know what? Actually, I don't think. Well, I'll have disadvantage on the attack roll if I go with the bow. But then again, I have a massive bonus to that too.
A giant, shadowy, black and red dildo.
Hey, I'm
not in shadow form. I have not gone in shadow form.
I know, but it turns black whenever it ascended. It doesn't go from white to gray to black. It just stays black.
What was that? We gonna use a luck point for show.
I think that's your. Is that your first or second one?
That's my second one.
Okay.
Hey, I'm not obscuring the map, am I?
So he's going to use his reaction to riposte.
I mean, he can do that, but I'm gonna roll again. You want to know
How are
why?
you going to...
Divine Inspiration! It's a 3. Jesus Christ! 4, 2, 3.
Okay, so he's going to use his reaction to riposte.
Okay.
So, yeah, when a creature misses you with a melee attack, you can use a reaction to spend 1 superiority die to make a melee weapon attack against the creature. So, yeah, he is doing that as he sidesteps out of the way, just barely missing him with this giant dildo, and he pulls out this rapier, and you see it start charging with lightning as he lunges towards you with this rapier.
And do what you gonna do there, brother.
That's a 29.
Hold on 1 second. Nope, it doesn't hit me.
That was a d20.
Yep, it doesn't hit me.
I thought you roll a d6 for your Hexblade's Curse.
That wasn't Hexblade's Curse. That's Mirror Image,
Oh!
baby.
So he destroys one of your mirror images.
And you have to treat that like he actually hit it. So if there's a superiority dice that he's going to put on afterward, he puts the full damage and everything into
yeah,
that.
he had to use the superiority dice just to even make that attack anyway.
Right, but if there's anything else that he's going to pump into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just he's a battle master. It's just his superiority dice. So, I mean, you would have taken 16 points of damage, but instead you take nothing.
Alright.
But that is one of your mirror images gone.
Yeah, okay, I'm cool with it.
So, and now it is his turn. And he's just going in for a big ol' full round of attacks. So, to start with,
Didn't Shaziki moonwalk to the other side of the Colonel?
I did.
yeah,
I did announce that.
you'd be
Yeah,
right there at the top
right.
half.
25.
So,
Nice.
he's going at you. Let's see. Do you call this before or after? Sorry, I haven't played that many Battle Masters.
What are you trying to do?
When you hit. Okay, it says when you hit. So he is making an attack at you with his hand crossbow. Yeah, that's gonna hit. So he's using a.
Oh, that actually would hit.
So he's using a tripping attack, is what he's using. So you have to
okay.
make a.
Strength saving throw.
Yes, it's a strength saving throw
Um.
with a DC 19.
Oh, so close. I don't think I
Yeah,
get
that
that
was-
advantage
hey.
for asking that.
Yeah, that was super close considering it's a lot higher than that. That's a
Oh, because I'm
24.
within. I'm close to Dorian now.
Yeah, that's a 24.
Oh, it is. Yeah, though you do still take the extra damage. So you take the damage from his hand crossbow and then a superiority dice. So you take 16 plus. You take 25 points of damage as you once again get slammed in the chest with his hand crossbow, and I need another strength saving throw.
So 25, so I have 47s. And wait, I had to make another strength saving throw. It was one hit.
Yeah, he's hitting you again.
Oh.
No, this is an effect of the weapon that he's using, which is why you have to make a strength saving throw.
Oh.
So you get knocked back 5 feet.
Oh, that's fine.
So he stares at you as you sort of anime slide back 5 feet. You'd enter the ring again, Mr. Belrook.
Can
You know, you
I
can't seem to keep your footing, can you?
can I use my reaction to run and jump kick Shaziki back into the ring?
No. You are too far.
I would like to activate my leap and jump kick Shaziki 5 feet into the ring.
This is in the middle of someone else's turn.
Yeah, that's why I said reaction. I can use my reactions in the middle of somebody else's turn.
Not for that.
Fine, you know what? Whatever. I'm taking your Christmas present back.
Wait, I have a Christmas present.
Of course.
Anyway.
It says the world's okayest boss.
Oh, cool. I'm just gonna put you back in the ring. So he's coming at you with 3 more attacks. Actually, technically this is 4 more, because he's gonna use his bonus too. That misses. That's a big ol' miss. He's coming at you again. That's a 31. And he is doing a, he's attacking you with a rapier on that one, and he's doing another trip attack.
Okay, go for it.
Does
Put
it hit, or is
everything in there
that
that you can.
Yeah, that hits one of the copies, doesn't it?
Maybe. You still gotta act like you don't know.
Regardless, all he has is superiority dice. He's gonna use regardless.
Okay, well, yeah, he definitely hits one of the duplicates.
Okay. So you would have taken another 26 points of damage, but instead he just destroys a duplicate. So I think that was his second attack. No, that was his third, because he missed with 1. So coming at you with his 4th attack with his hand crossbow. Actually, he's doing this one with yeah, he'll do it with a hand. No, he'll do this one with a rapier. He doesn't want to knock you out again. Oh, that misses. And his 5th and final attack is going to be with a hand crossbow, because it has to be as his bonus. That's a 27, and we've already established you don't have your reaction.
I still have my reaction. I haven't used it. He's just been hitting clones.
That's right, you've had a turn again. Okay. But yeah, he destroys your clone, so you're now cloneless.
Alright. I'm tired of all this.
That's the end of his turn.
Hugo will be.
So, Dorian, you are up.
What is the queen doing right now? On the edge of her
Nothing.
seat?
Just watching. She's not doing anything about the blatant cheating, but she's not trying to assist the other guy either. She's just sort of watching how it all plays out.
Okay. And how does the chick in front of me look?
Scared. Trembling, glaive in her hand, held across her body like in a defensive stance against you.
Yeah, then I will slide my sword back into the scabbard, and I'll just turn to walk back towards the fight. And I'll say over my shoulder to the priestess, "Don't interfere again. Next time, I won't be so nice."
He says, "To the 9 hells be damned with you." Alright, is that the end of your turn?
You know what? I'm gonna look over my shoulder and I'm just gonna say to her, "Grovel."
You're casting command.
Yeah. Wisdom
What kind of
saving
save is
throw.
that? That's a wisdom
Wisdom.
save. That's a very strong 5. It's a strong 5.
So at the start of her next turn, she has to literally get on her hands and knees and grovel.
But it was a strong 5, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm impressed.
So does that mean she has to strongly grovel?
Yeah, I want her to what is it?
Prostrate?
Yes. 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 And then I'll just turn. I'll smile at the queen and then turn back to the fight.
I mean, Tony, are you understanding the strength of that 5? I mean...
Yeah, I was impressed. I was impressed.
Oh, okay, good. Alright, so when she grovels, can she do other things?
No, she ends her turn. She falls prone to grovel, and then she ends her turn.
Then she falls prone and grovels and ends her turn.
At the start of her next turn.
Yeah, so she is falls prone.
Is it her? Oh, it's her turn.
Yeah,
right after
it's
mine?
her turn. So she is now
okay.
groveling.
Okay. Well, she's distracted for another 6 seconds. Let's go.
Okay. Shaziki.
Alright. I'm just gonna walk up to this guy. I'm done playing with you. I am Shaziki Belrook, son of Rizel Rookfeather, son of Zulia Everbeld. It's time that
The
you left
traitors
this
who
world.
harbored a demon.
I put my hand on his shoulder, and then I will cast Darkness.
Okay. And there's no save for that. There's not even like a deck save involved, is there?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay, so yeah, darkness is now attached to him. That
And I
was
will
your action.
take 2 steps to the side so he has an attack of opportunity. With disadvantage because he's blinded.
Okay. So you're moving over to that corner?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is definitely going to take his attack of opportunity.
Okay.
All right, let me. Oh, I almost forgot to click disadvantage. He's going to take it. Yeah, that's. Yeah, that one's not good. So yeah, that's a miss.
Bonus action, Shadow Form. Was it control?
What do I feel like the fight's about to end?
And I will fly up into the air by about 20 feet. Because I'm still within the radius of darkness to keep it within him. And then I'm going to fire my last purple worm arrow.
Oh, I thought you were going to do by Quali Zemos. That's what I was expecting.
I still have to fire an arrow.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go for it.
And I have advantage because he's blinded.
You do?
A 19 is a critical because he has Hexblade's Curse on.
Oh, shit. It is. So here's what we're gonna do. Just roll. It's not gonna register it whenever you do your attack. So we're just gonna double the numerical damage dice and then add your bonuses afterwards. So roll your damage. Okay, so that's gonna do an additional 33 damage.
And I'm gonna go ahead and he needs to make a DC 19 con save.
That is a 19.
He saves, so that'll be 66. So that'll be a 30.
Yeah. So that's okay. How else are you gonna pile damage on?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He takes 12 d8 because I'm gonna put on an Eldritch Smite.
And are you adding anything else onto it?
Bakwal is a Maz.
Roll the damage for the Biqualizimas. So let me look here. So there's that 270, and then you did an 385. You exceeded his hit points by 121. So
345 now.
We're gonna work together on this one for how you want to do this, because I'm telling you right now, within the confines of this, you're obliterating the entire top half of his body. He's gonna be a squirting lower torso whenever he's done sustaining this attack. Is there anything else you would like to happen?
As I do this, surrounded by the darkness, let's get fucking full on edgelord. As I'm surrounded by the darkness, I close my eyes for a moment, taking a deep breath in, letting it out. And on one hand, or on one shoulder, I feel a hand get placed, and then on the other shoulder, I feel another hand get placed. And I look back and forth, and I just imagine both of my parents smiling at me as I draw my bowstring and motherfucking obliterate this asshole from the world.
And after this giant purple beam is done blasting through his body and drilling into the ground behind him, his entire top half of his body, like belly button up, is just gone. As this pair of legs topples over and begins to just spill blood onto, which blends nicely with the red carpet that he dies on.
Does the darkness fade?
That's
It
up to
up for a
Shaziki.
minute. I will touch back down onto the ground, drop shadow form, and then the darkness will dissipate.
And Dorian, you immediately you smelled blood before the darkness even faded. It's just the overwhelming stench of blood hit your nose. And then when this darkness fades, all you see is just this from the waist down, bleeding lower part of his body that's just laying on the ground, spilling blood, like squirting from the arteries, just bleeding everywhere. There's a fuck ton of it onto this ground in front of him.
Is it all over my armor?
No, but it's all over the ground right there. It is a gruesome sight to behold.
Well, this was excessive.
I mean, it's an underground tunnel of a kingdom anyhow. I just made another tunnel.
It's excessive.
Agree to disagree.
Dorian will raise up his hand. As witness to the home gang, I declare Shaziki the victor. Queen, how do you see it?
I acknowledge the results, and I respect your Dwarvish tradition.
I will take
Now,
a bow
guards,
with my cloak of billowing still active.
guards, get what's left of him out of here. It's already starting to stink up the place.
Would you like me to perform ceremonial rites?
If you could, please.
I'll bow. High Priestess, would you accept?
She's still cowering in a corner.
Is she still groveling?
She stands up, but she's still back there. You no doubt got what you came for. So leave.
Actually, Queen,
she actually stops her and says, High Priestess, I understand you're standing, but you will mind your place as well. This was an honorable bout, in line with the traditions of the proud Dwarvish people. We may mourn the dead, but we will not show our guests any disrespect, despite the results of this occurrence here. You may leave if you would like. The High Priestess says, My liege, and goes to bow, looks at both you and Shaziki, Dorian and Shaziki, with a death stare, teeth gritted, before she casts... And immediately after she casts a teleport spell when you buck and disappears.
Counterspell.
You're gonna counterspell?
I mean, you tell me how much time has passed, because I have Jar of Arcana Mannonite, so I'm just getting my spell slots back every 6 or 12
you'd
seconds.
You'd be able to counterspell her, and it works. You counterspell.
You can't stop me. Ain't no spell too strong for my counterspell right now.
No, Shaziki, that's fine. You can let her leave. I actually have something to speak to the Queen about.
Oh, well then, if you would like to ask for permission for your removal of the scene, by all means, but again, your traditions here are strange to me.
Yeah, that's pretty rude. In the Dwarven Kingdom, nobody's allowed to leave the king's presence unless they ask for permission. Just saying. It's kind of like a respect thing.
She gave me permission. She said I could leave.
Oh, I didn't hear that over the bitchiness. I'm sorry. You can go ahead then.
Do not lie and pretend you don't know our traditions, demon. We know who you are now.
I should hope so. I've introduced myself multiple times, and I just challenged the one gentleman over there because he accused me of being a demon. Do you wish to do the same and have the same outcome?
12 years ago, a shapeshifter was found in this city. You are the same, aren't you?
What makes you think such a thing?
As if your surname does not give it away.
Excuse me, High Priestess, you're letting a body rot. I do believe you have ceremonial rites to go perform. Queen, if I may have your attention for just a moment, without so many eyes. And then, yeah, especially the spying device that you have so precariously placed beside your throne.
The High Priestess says, I'll send someone over to perform rites. And she tries to cast teleport again, as she bows and says, My liege.
Does she acknowledge me and Dorian?
What, the High Priestess?
Yeah.
No, she just tries to leave.
Counterspell.
Oh. Shaziki, let her go. She's
Oh.
got stuff to do.
Oh, that's what we were doing?
Yeah,
I'm
she
sorry.
look,
It's her
the
magic is
My
so weak and
queen
ridiculous. It's
acknowledged-
just hard to not think of.
My queen acknowledged that I could leave, so let me
Well, I
leave
tell you
as
what.
she tries to cast another spell.
I'm done with you. You can go now.
Doesn't even wait, and she casts Dimension Door because she's out of 7th level spells.
Queen. Where's Nathan?
She looks around. Oh, groveling in the corner.
I'm gonna go get him and drag him over here.
He unhand me. What?
So I'm gonna throw him down at her feet, and I'm gonna cast the Zone of Truth. Is there anyone else in the throne room at this moment?
He gets to make a save against that, right?
Yeah.
There's some guards who are sort of on the outskirts of the room, about a dozen of them, that are sort of at equal intervals in the perimeter of this room.
So I need to know if I know Dorian is casting that. I've seen him cast it before. Do I recognize what's going on?
You recognize the Zone of Truth.
All right, Gavin. I'm just like spamming spells, so you got to tell me how many spell slots. Like, do I have my? Has it been 12 seconds since I counterspelled last?
It has been. You've
I
already
will
counterspelled
burn
twice,
another spell.
so
Actually, you know what? I will burn a level 1 spell slot that I know I have available because I am part bard. And I will use a level 1 spell slot, and I will cast Hex on him against Wisdom saves.
Okay. My queen, have we not already gotten everything we could hope to?
Yeah, charisma.
Is Zone of Truth charisma?
Oh, well then that's what I meant.
Okay.
I meant he said that because I know Zone of Truth. So charisma.
That's fine. She says,
Yeah.
What purpose does this council serve anymore at this point?
Nathan.
She says, I'm interested to hear what they have to say.
Oh no, it's
and I am queen,
not.
and you will not question me, Mathan. You understand? Again, learn your stature.
Now, Nathan, can you do me one last huge favor? Just a huge favor for me, please.
What is it that you want with me?
Did he make the charisma save?
That's a strong 9.
9? Okay, so he fails. Why don't you tell the queen your little dirty secret that you have on her? And make sure you whisper it so no one else can hear but her and us.
For that, you're gonna need to come closer.
I'll hold both of his hands behind his back and bring him closer to the queen.
And Shaziki, are you stepping closer too?
Oh, of course.
And as you approach, you notice the guards sort of stand on edge. It is fine. Let them approach.
I'm just gonna hold Nathan's hands behind him, just so he can't do nothing fishy.
My queen, you are not a drow. I saw you once, when your body changed. You are what the people of this kingdom refer to as demons, but I know you. I know you are not a demon. For you are the most honorable queen we have ever had. I support you, my queen. Unlike any monarch that we've ever had. Your mother, she was a tyrant. But you, I see better for you. But you must know that you are not one of our kind. And she says, Nathan, what are you talking about? I'm a drow, same as you. No, you are not. My queen, I would not lie to you. You are not. You can tell she doesn't really believe when she says, Clearly, you've suffered some trauma. Perhaps you need medical attention.
Your Highness, if you could excuse everyone else from this room aside from us, I think I can validate some of the things he's saying.
Well, Shaziki, maybe that'll be better served later. Yeah, we can do that later. There's something else.
Alright.
Queen, could you possibly send Mathan up to his quarters or something like that? He's had a really long day. Wouldn't you say so, Shaziki? Probably for like 2 days, a day.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah. I mean, Mathan, wouldn't you say you've had a pretty long day, right?
You want to make sure you
Yeah.
rest up appropriately. Don't want to have to worry about too many internal injuries.
Yeah.
My queen, does this suit you? Yeah, sure, Mathan, that's fine. Go have yourself a rest. Oh, when you wake, I prefer a meal, please. I know it's a little earlier than usual, but if I could have that, oh, we'll say in about 3 hours, that'd be much appreciated. Of course, my queen. As he starts to walk away and starts selling it a little bit, like mid walk, as he starts faking a limp.
Yeah, make him make a deception check then with disadvantage because he has disadvantage on charisma checks.
He trips on something.
She knows he's not actually limping. He doesn't have to do that.
Alright then.
Queen, I want to give you a gift, but
Of course, Brave Doom Guide. What is it that you have for me?
there's stipulations. Only
Oh.
open it when you're in your room alone and no one else is watching you. And I'll give her my alms box.
Oh, and what's in this box?
It is
What's
an
in the box,
amulet-
man? Anyway, sorry.
It's an amulet of truth. Open it in front of a mirror and it will show you who you truly are. You gotta touch the amulet too. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. You open it in front of a mirror and you touch the amulet and then you look in the mirror and it shows you who you truly are. So if he's telling you the truth, then it'll be the truth. If he's telling you a lie, well, then you'll just see yourself. But if you really are something else, then you'll see.
I have no doubt that Mathan suffered some blow to the head. He would have to be.
And
Drow blood runs through my veins, that I do not doubt.
Well, if there's any
Correct.
doubt, cast Detect Magic on it, because obviously if you do that, you know specifically what you're dealing with, as we have seen. But, in all honesty, and I'll lead in very close, I told you you had a traitor amongst you. I didn't say that that traitor had acted yet. The truth will reveal a very dark secret that I'm afraid that you'll have to become aware of. And, as I said before, I'm very good terms with the Kingdom of Primralty. I don't know if you're aware of this, but the princess there, Ravella, she has prophetic dreams. She dreamed and told me, which is one of the reasons why we came here in the first place, that whether you wanted it or not, that truth was going to be revealed, and your colonel, after seeing the truth himself, was going to kill you, which is why I came to intervene.
Make a deception check.
Okay! With that glibness up, baby. Well, I don't even need it, it's 37.
Why am I even rolling? 12.
And
you know,
hopefully,
you just barely beat the DC.
Yeah. You'll see that maybe I was actually here to save you, not to take away what you thought was a friend.
Oh. And when I discover this truth, do I have your permission to contact you?
I could only hope
if-
you would.
If you would like, I could be an intermediary between the two of you. I do know the spell sending.
When did you know sending? When did that happen?
It happened when I hit level 20.
Oh, okay.
Again, this arcane terminology is just perplexing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I talked to Kellenbor. I told him I didn't need legend lore anymore because I didn't want to know anything else about my lizard people and the Illuminati. So he gave me sending instead, so I could do this, and I cast sending.
Who are you sending a message to?
Ziki,
What message would you like to send me?
what's up, bro?
Yo, bro.
Is that what you reply?
Yeah.
I give him the nod.
I will also return the nod.
And then I give a nod to the queen.
She gives you a confused nod.
I'll like give her kind of a seeing this like just like a weird facial motion of like return the nod. Dwarf shit.
Yeah, so I'll hand over the alms box to her.
Well, I can send I know a courier spell as well. And here, just so
Fuck,
the
everybody
both
knows
of you
courier
have it.
spell now. Apparently, this is how we get the mail across. Who needs USPS? We all know courier spells.
Exactly.
USPS.
So she says, so I will go look at this box, and just so the two of you have it, if you ever need to quickly return here, she pulls out a arcane scroll from inside of one of the satchels that she has hanging on her belt. This is the sigil sequence. It is to one of the back rooms of the palace here. So if you ever need to return quickly to speak with me directly in an immediate fashion, you may use this sigil sequence to use our magic circle.
How about if I want to
Or
return in
teleportation
a
circle.
casual fashion?
I mean, we normally prefer casual fashions like walking through the front door. I personally like the sound of my own voice, and I love it when people go, Dorian Stormbringer, pride of the seven deadly sins.
You know who we are in our titles. If you could actually make that happen next time we show up, that we get announced.
No, that's too much. That's too much. I was just rhetorical.
I see. Well, I'm going to retire, and I'm going to take a look at this box, and then I'll get right back to you.
Yeah, I would definitely make sure. Also,
I will
if
make
you
sure
have
I
any
am alone.
protections from divination, that tends to work too.
I'll make sure that I'm alone. I'm somewhat
you can look
practiced
what's
in my
inside.
sorcery, but I still have a lot more work to do.
You can look what's inside. It's just an amulet. Just don't touch it.
She opens it and says, "It's very pretty."
I mean, I'm surprised you opened it. I figured you would want me to open it first, just in case it was booby trapped or something.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then my guards would rush through the door and, well, at least attempt to slaughter you all. You know, you have a valid point. I have a lot to learn about being queen.
Yeah, you shouldn't trust people, except for us. Well, me. I'm a guard. I'm the threshold guardian, so I try my
As
best
you've
never
said.
to lie. Yeah, it's kind of one of my tenets. But if I do lie, normally I correct myself, and sometimes I can't control myself and just keep talking, and then that's what kind of leads me. Sometimes I mess up the gigs that Shaziki is doing because I'll tell a lie, and then he'll back up the lie. Then I'll immediately feel remorse for that lie, and then I'll have to tell the truth right after.
What? I don't lie, Dorian. I
then-
just skip a few
hogwash.
details along the way.
You manipulate details.
Well, I mean, that's what details are for, aren't you? If you have
I mean,
something so
but-
beautiful that you can
as
sit there
long
and dance across your fingertips or your tongue, you
That doesn't
make
make
it
any
dance.
sense. That doesn't.
She says to you, you realize you're
you're
speaking to a monarch, right? As you're speaking of manipulating details.
No, I'm
Well,
speaking of making words dance
No,
with my
I mean
tongue.
just in general. Like, I told Nathan that I was gonna kill him, and I was gonna. Wait, no. What did I tell him? I told him a lie about something.
I
about
don't
killing him if he
remember.
didn't
There
tell
was
me
a
the
few
secret.
things that we kind of covered with
Yeah,
Nathan.
I was under the understanding that you rescued Maven.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
We rescued
that was
him
a total lie
from
too.
himself,
I
which
didn't
is
say
very
that.
true.
Nathan said that. It wasn't me. Nathan lied. He lied to you, Queen. I didn't do that. I
Dorian,
never
let's
said
retire
that.
for the evening, my friend.
Oh, is this another one of those things that I was just talking about? Not the truth?
Getting there.
Yeah.
Excuse
anyways,
me,
I never
Arena. In
said
the meantime, if you would like to
about that.
contact us, please do. But before then, if there's a place that we can go for dwarf shit, not ale, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Also, your high priestess, she should know the zone of truth. Maybe you could get her to put some type of zone of truth sigil up here past your throne, so when people approach to talk to you, they have to only tell you the truth. That could be helpful.
Well, that's usually why I keep her here, but seeing
Yeah,
as
but
how
sometimes she's not
she
here.
cowered and groveled in your presence, she was rather lacking in her duties.
Well,
She'll be
Speaking
that's
of,
chastised.
has
because I have a
she?
stronger influence over the divine than she does.
While we're on that topic, there, Your Majesty.
Oh, she's beautiful. I mean, what? You know what? I'm turning off Zone of Truth.
There you
I wave my hand
go.
and dispel
She
Zone of
says,
Truth.
"Thank you, I'm flattered, but
No, I was talking
what
about
were
the
you
priestess.
saying?" Oh, yes, she is rather attractive.
Wait. Now I'm turning off the Zone of Truth, and then you just see like this glittering field around him just shatter. It's gone.
Your
All right,
Majesty.
Shaziki, about that round that you promised.
Yes, as long as there's a good place. Your Majesty, two quick things while you think things over for the evening. I'm sorry we've tied up so much of your time with all the festivities. One, that dream I was talking about had one person that was mentioned, but there were others that were sort of background characters in that same story. Please bear that in mind while thinking about your priestess. And two, this, and I will point to the drone. This does not need to be here. This was made by people for other reasons and reasons that you don't want to have here. If you'd like, I will personally get rid of that for you, and I strongly recommend that you let me.
I was just
Your audio is cut out. I can't hear you. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-bum.
Oh,
I am
can
seeing
you
my
hear
name
me?
highlight whenever I
There,
talk.
now I can hear you.
Okay.
Now I can hear you.
You know, Queen,
She says,
we
"Oh,
would
hold on
hate
one
to
second."
just take something and not give you something in return.
She said,
Could
"This was
I?
just a trinket to me anyway. I was never really attached to it. I think it looks rather sharp. It makes a nice decoration, but beyond that, it means nothing to me."
Could I replace it with something that looks even better?
You may. Color me interested.
I pull out a arc metal ingot.
So this metal basically glows with like a rainbow-like fashion as its colors are constantly shifting. Now that
So we recently went into the plane of fire. We had to help the Fire Ganassi people recover their Nar Shadar, Hagenu.
Again!
I'm familiar with
Like,
Sagenu. She is
um,
apparently very powerful.
yes, while we were there, we do have a smith and a what does he call himself? An artifactor. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But he grabbed a bunch of these ingots, and I found one too. And I asked him if I could keep one, and he said yes. I think, but yeah, I grabbed one, and I would like to swap your spying device that somebody's using to spy on you with this ingot.
It is not active. I was
What?
assured that it was deactivated, that no magical enchantments or any degree of surveillance was running through this device at this time.
Right, but needless to say, who could turn it on after someone else tried to check on that? Anyways, I would like to swap this arc metal ingot with this device.
I will take your trade. That piece of metal, it's quite beautiful.
Yeah, I think our friend is having it turned into a new metal arm. He was saying something about that. I would suggest. I was thinking maybe if you infuse it into some. You said you were a sorceress, right?
In training, but yes.
Well, maybe you could turn it
Training,
into
she's
some
got level
type
8
of-
spell slots. Well, okay, sure. Yeah, okay. Sorry.
That was the
She
other one.
does not. That was the other one. This one, her max spell slot is level 4.
Maybe you could find
Okay.
some mage in your city that could turn it into some type of spellcasting focus for you, like an amulet or. something like that you could wear, or maybe a couple rings. Because arc metal is supposed to be very potent and like it takes to magic crafting. I don't know that stuff. I can make daggers, greaves. I
I
don't know that.
assume we have a smith skilled enough who can utilize this piece of metal. Thank you for your contribution.
Oh, no problem.
And Mr. Belrook,
Mm-hmm.
the claims that you were the, I hate the term demon to refer to something that simply you do not understand, so I'll just say being that was, well, escaped from the city 12 years ago. Are you truly one and the same?
Let's pick
Because
that.
if you are, I would simply wish to offer my condolences and my sincerest apologies that such wronghoods would have befallen you and your family. Truly.
Let's pick this conversation back up after you've opened that on box and inspected its contents.
Of course. I'll send you a courier.
Queen, could you do one favor for me? I would be in your debt.
I imagine I can honor another request.
I'll pull out my Vorpal sword letter opener. Could you give this to the priestess for me as a token of cherishment? I felt a real connection there.
Wow, this, as she sort of like tosses in her hand a little bit. This is a replica of a legendary weapon. Has not been seen for nearly 1,000 years.
Yeah, I had it whenever I went to the grand tournament of intergalactic tournaments held by the god of.
I'm sorry, you went to what now?
Yeah, and I feel like there should be a rock music or a rock song that goes with that. Tournament of Galactic Interactive, whatever, motherfucker.
We went to the.
A guitar riff accompanying it.
Right.
Damn
It's
it,
just a
Shaziki.
guitar solo that starts every time. I will take out the wand of conducting as he says that and make a guitar
It's
solo.
my wand. Where'd you get my wand? We went to so there was this god of war, right? And he holds these galactic tournaments or whatever he called. Well, me and Shaziki and the rest of the Seven Deadly Sins were selected to go be a part of this tournament.
And by the way, this is your DM speaking. It is the Grand Interplane Exhibition, is what it was called.
There is no way Dorian is remembering that. He has an intelligence of 8.
And Shaziki, who's actually kind of smart in remembering this, also does not remember that at all.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
well, no, he has an intelligence of 12 now. Oh, no. But yeah, no, he doesn't remember that. Yeah, so we went to this tournament held by the war god. We went there, we fought a bunch of different people from all different planes and dimensions, and we won. We got boons from this god, and I actually picked this up as a souvenir because I thought it was super dope. That wand of conducting over there, yeah, that's mine too. I don't know how Shaziki keeps getting it, but it's like I get it, and then I have it for like a couple weeks, and then all of a sudden he has it again. I really think he's stealing from me. I don't appreciate it. What else did we get from the tournament?
Now, Shaziki, you understand the value of loyalty. You should not steal from a trusted friend.
You know what? You're right, and I will hand it back to Dorian.
Oh no, you can hold on to it.
No, please. I'll put it in your bag.
No, I don't want.
And then I will take it back.
Oh well, I appreciate you giving it back to me. I really do. It means a lot to me.
I can tell the two of you share a strong bond.
Yeah. Oh, you should see this guy and our other crewmate Valastrios. You should see them. Oh, we all just sit on the sidelines and watch it go down. Like okay, let me tell you this story about a hairbrush.
I need Dorian to make a deception check.
Yeah, make a deception check.
About what?
Blasters is shady as fuck, and you know that.
Yeah, but she said that we make a good.
That dude casts 9th level shade every time he walks into her room.
Yeah, but I'm saying if she is enjoying this, I'm saying that I'm not lying. I'm saying she should view the interactions that y'all have compared to us. I'm not trying to actively lie here. I'm just trying to say that
Then
y'all
she
may.
will understand that it is sarcasm, unless you are trying to deceive.
Yeah.
Then she just
No.
understands the
I'm not
sarcasm.
trying to. Dorian doesn't lie. I'm trying like he's not lying. But yeah, anyway, so there was this one time with this hairbrush, right? Okay, Shaziki's sitting over there and he's like, "Oh, here, let me help you teleport, you powerful archmage." And he gives the guy a hairbrush. The guy lips his shit about the hairbrush, talking about how he's so powerful and he can teleport wherever he wants to and he doesn't need the thing about a hairbrush. And then, Shaziki, where'd you get the hairbrush? Whose was that?
That was why we were searching for a missing person, so I picked up a clue, which
Oh,
was the missing hairbrush of the Narkadar.
when was she missing a hairbrush? What?
She was missing, there was a hairbrush, so it's a missing hairbrush.
Anyways, we should probably get out of here.
A hairbrush of a missing person.
Yeah,
Well, I
I
mean,
don't
you can rearrange the
understand.
words however you want to, but you get the gist of it.
You know, I can tell that you get into some escapades. You know, next time you find yourself in Darkholm, I would like to treat you to a gourmet meal catered by my staff, and just tell me more
You know,
stories. Be my
I
entertainment for the evening.
you know, Queen, I humbly respect, and I'm so thankful that you have invited us. But though we picked up a hitchhiker, Darkholm, and then I'll like whisper to her, he's a Dragor, and he eats worms and spiders and cockroaches
Wait, you mean
and
there are
rats.
Dwergar here in Darkholm? Is that what you were saying?
Wait, were we into Darkholm?
We were not in Darkholm, in the Underdark.
Oh, is there a difference?
Underdark is more of a region, Darkholm is a city in the region.
Oh, okay. So we were in the Underdark and we picked up this
Ah,
Dwergar.
see, the
I wanted to
Underdark is
just,
quite vast.
I
I'm
wanted to
glad.
leave him, but Shaziki thought otherwise because he was on his own and he was catering to a bunch of spiders. And so Shaziki thought best to hire him as our Beastmaster back at our house.
Which he does a decent job of, you can't deny that.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, so then, what are we even still doing here right now?
I
We got
assume
shit.
Talking,
you're here to tell
according to
me more
you.
stories.
We got shit to do, Shazzy.
I
Jesus, please.
couldn't agree
One more
more.
story. Just one more story.
Okay, all right. So there we were in the Arctic tundra. We were flying. No, wait, were we flying?
Dorian, I promise you, we can pick this up another time.
How could I refuse the request of the Queen?
Would you two perhaps be interested in jobs as jesters?
Now I feel insulted.
I'm sorry. I find your stories highly entertaining.
I tell you
Permission
what,
to leave, please.
if, Miss, Your Majesty, if you promise to investigate that alms box and seek the truth of it, I will make sure another story is delivered to you before tomorrow morning. But we have places to be.
You can tell she's probably like she spends most of her day just being really bored. So she's welcoming the company and she's trying to keep you.
Oh man, you're cut out. Trying to keep us. Hold on, I will let you know when I'm not being jankified.
Audio that cut out.
There we go.
Okay.
Alright. She will let us know when
So
she's.
it's so you can tell that she's just trying to keep you guys there because she just wants to hear more stories about what you've done. But you imagine she could probably do that indefinitely, so you're gonna have to slip away at some point.
We
So I
going!
imagine
Yes, Queen, I humbly apologize, but we do have other things. I have to go find my missing mother.
I'm already moonwalking out.
again, I will
By the way, I can't hear you, but I'm just gonna say right now, I'm making a performance check because I'm moonwalking out and I want to do it with style while my cloak and billowing's going.
Contact you once
I
I
just stare at her
investigate the
until she
contents
gives
of
me
the
permission to
box.
leave.
Hold on.
It's still a 14, which isn't bad.
No, that's not good enough. I will use my last luck point.
Oh, please give me another one.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
Okay,
Has
that's
Dude, I
the
better.
want a
priestess
2,
come
4,
back
and
yet?
3 in a row tonight. Nah,
The
I'm done.
priestess has not come back yet. Nobody is allowed entry into the throne room at the moment.
I'll whisper. Is there any way you could call the priestess back in here?
I suppose I could. Why, you wish to speak with her again?
No. I was just.
I cast Arcane
I will.
and I will continue because I'm moonwalking out. I can't stop. I'm making a showmanship exit, but I'll cast Arcane Eye, and I'm gone. I'm out the door.
She says, "You have permission to depart, brave adventurers. Thank you for everything you have done here, and
I shoot at the finger guns as
I
I'm
have a
on
good
the way out the
feeling."
door.
Okay, interrupting the queen. Gotcha. As you hear her starting to say, "I have a good," and then the door shuts as you moonwalk out.
I
I'm
was
still standing
already
there.
in the process of some showmanship with finger guns and everything. You can't stop that. You can't stop
I'm
that.
still just standing there waiting for her to finish.
And you moonwalk straight past the bleeding lower half of a body.
Oh, I thought they took that
I
out already.
spit on that as I go.
No, that has not been taken out yet.
Yeah, no, I straight up spit on that as I go by. But I keep on moonwalking. I don't break the moonwalk.
You keep it going until you. I mean, then you kind of like your back hits the door, so you have to sort of stop to open the door to leave.
I will twerk open the door. I'll make another performance check.
Okay.
That's 32.
You're able to hit the knob just right so that it turns and the door opens.
This is why you do Kegels.
And it's one of those like lever knobs too, so it's not that hard to give it the right leverage with the booty so that it turns, and then the door just pops open and you just push it open with the moonwalk, and
This was
you look
supposed to
pretty
be a
slick.
serious stream for Shaziki, and here we are. I just can't. So, alright. Yeah, nah, I have removed myself from the scene. Continue on, Dorian, as you would like.
Oh, I'm just staring at her, waiting for her to finish.
You may depart, brave Doom Guide.
Is the priestess here?
No, she's not here yet.
Oh,
Were you waiting for her to get here before you left?
yeah. I actually wanted to make like a showman exit.
Sure, let me cast a spell. As you see a wind elemental looking thing appear holding a chest, she scribbles a note, it disappears, and about 10 seconds later, the high priestess shows up. You called for me, my queen?
How did she show up? Was it through like a teleport or a dimension door?
It was through a dimension door.
Okay.
So, you called for me, my queen? And then she sees you. Why is he still here?
I was just leaving. I was awaiting the queen's permission to leave in an honorable and respectful manner.
You may
Priestess.
depart, brave adventurer.
Thank you. And I will take a bow, and when I rise up from my bow, I activate my the avenging angel. So my black wings spread out from my back, and I lift up like 10 feet off the ground, and I go flying out the door.
Okay.
Wait, did the door shut?
Yeah, the door's shut.
I ran right through the door.
Oh. I forgot to
you're
add
breaking
this.
the door?
Hopefully a guard will open the door for me as I fly towards it, because there is guards back there, right?
Not necessarily in the throne. They have eyes into the throne room, but they are not standing in the throne room. That you have been watched this for most of this, but you have not been listened to.
Okay, as I'm flying to the doors, I will quickly send a message to Shaziki. Open the doors! Open the doors!
I will moonwalk especially fast to get to the doors to make sure I open them in time.
It barely opens in time. You make it to the door, and the door is like half open. So you tuck the wings in, but your body still like glances off the door to where it sends you off through the way you came at sort of an angle.
That's fine.
And then you glance off the wall, knock a painting off the wall. The painting shatters.
No. Let me make a check.
Make a dexterity check.
You're
Can I
still
make a
inspired.
performance check?
This is a dexterity
Dexterity saving throw?
saving throw. Sure, you're trying to react with your sudden change of angle to avoid hitting the wall.
You're still inspired.
What is that, a D6?
Yeah.
16.
You still hit the wall. You still knock the painting off, but you're able to catch it before it hits the ground and shatters.
Okay, then I will put the painting down gently and then resume taking off. And then I'll just fly out of the castle and then fly up in the air and wait for Shaziki to come, and then I'll just land and I'll give him the nod and a wink.
And I am still moonwalking backwards, but I'm going so fast it looks like when you're trying to like build up a static shock to shock somebody. Like I'm just going. Shit, I'm getting out of here. Yeah, everybody who passes gets finger guns.
We fucking nailed it.
Yeah, we did. Man, it was all you on that one.
Did you see that flight pattern that I did?
Yes. Let me roll a deception check.
Anyways.
That's
what level
37
is sending?
or something. I don't know, because I have glibness.
What level is sending? Is that 3rd level? Yeah, sending is 3rd level. I've used it twice. I guess I get 3 3rd levels, so I'm gonna use sending one more time, and I'm gonna send it to Gwen, and I'm gonna say, "Did you fucking see that? I fucking nailed it."
Can she respond?
Yes, she can.
Yeah,
She
25
has
words.
25 words, yeah.
She says, "Great job saving that painting."
Fucking nailed it.
So as we leave, I still have my arcane eye in the throne room. Oh, and I guess I have the drone now?
You do. Well, actually, technically Dorian has it because he traded the Arcana for it.
No, I would have let him get the drone, and then I would have gave her the ingot. I already deleted the ingot out of my inventory. I didn't know what else I was gonna fucking do with it anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, but I still have the arcane eye in the throne room. What is the Archmage and the Queen's reaction now that we've left? Like, what's going on in there?
Yeah.
You mean the High Priestess?
Yeah, whatever.
I'm
I don't
pestering. I'm gonna be pestering Shaziki. What is she doing? What did the priestess look like? Did she see me fly out? Was she impressed?
The priestess is just crying, performing ceremonial rites on what's left of this corpse.
You may or may not have made a widow. And hold on, let me zone in, and I will zoom in with the arcane eye. That's not a thing, but I'll say the thing. It's just like gets close to these people's faces.
What is she doing? Did she look impressed when I flew out?
Did she look impressed?
She's laughing.
The queen or the
The
archpriestess?
queen is laughing,
Okay. What about our archpriestess?
bawling her eyes out, performing ceremonial rites.
Yeah, no. When I was flying out, what did she look like?
The queen was laughing.
No, the archpriestess. What she looked like when he was flying out. That's what he's saying.
Oh,
Dorian
teeth
is
gritted.
interested in the archpriestess.
Teeth gritted, death stare at you as you flew out.
What did she look like, Shaziki? What was it?
Oh man, she's blushing.
Oh,
She's
fuck
blushing
yeah.
so much.
Dude.
Oh!
Fucking nailed it.
This is so fucking stupid.
I'm gonna do that like little like backhand wave. Oh, she blushing. Oh, you made it work.
Fucking nailed it. Now I can go tell my mom I have a girlfriend. She's gonna be so impressed.
Dorian, I mean, I wanted to be your wingman, but man, you could fly so far on your own. I didn't even have a chance.
Wait, what was her name again?
You know what? I was too I was too overwhelmed by the badassness that you brought to that room. I can't even remember.
Neither one of you guys have a keen mind, so if you forget it, you forget it.
Hold on. I write things down all the time. She was High Priestess, is what I wrote down. I have Verita, quote-unquote queen, and High Priestess.
I have it wrote down.
I record
as
this shit anyway.
Salune Delamine Dronell.
Well, there you go.
And there's no way she could have been married to Tarvis, because Tarvis was part of the No Kilgore family, and she's a Dronell, and the queen is
knowing what you know about their about Drow society, Shaziki, is that if they were married, they both would have had the draw syllable in their name. You keep the first part of your last name comes from your female line, the second part comes from the male line, and the female name is what's passed on to children.
Yeah.
Wait, you said first part is from the female, second part is from the male?
Yes.
Yeah, that ain't mine. First, because it's Ever Bell, but I took the second part from female and the first part of the male, so that's why it's Bell Rook from Rook Feather Ever Bell. I did it in reverse. I'm a progressive family.
There you go.
That's why your family were executed.
As we get out, you will see Shaziki stop moonwalking as we leave, and just kind of pause, and that usual just cocky grin he has, and the just I don't give a shit, I'm just here to have fun mentality, that whole persona on his face will just kind of just pause. It's almost like for a moment I'm just kind of stuck in time, and it just all fades, and it just drops, and I just kind of just sat there for just a moment or two or three. Okay.
Shaziki, I know this might not be the right time or place. Maybe it is the right time and the perfect. Would you like to go back to your old family home, and I can provide ceremonial rites? Maybe. I know there's nothing there, but
there's no need. They're not done
I can
yet.
at least consecrate the ground.
Dorian, I appreciate that, but even if my family was back, they wouldn't want to be back there, and it's okay.
Are we going to be passing by that place on our way out?
No, not if I can help it.
I mean, you could take a...
No, not if I can help it. No,
ways. Yeah,
no, Dorian, you will not.
There is a route you could take.
DM, I am telling Dorian, no, there is not.
Ah, gotcha.
So,
okay.
I'll send another message to Gwen and just let her, we're leaving. Are y'all coming with?
She just responds and says, meet you on the outskirts.
Okay, so we'll meet up with them.
I'll meet up with you in a minute there, Dorian, if I might. Where are you going to be headed to? You want to go meet somewhere, have a drink, do whatever it is, dwarf shit we do?
Actually, it's still kind of early in the morning, or late in the afternoon, so I was thinking about going back and summoning Philip, and then we can fly Philip back to Angaria tonight. And then sleep in the manor.
You know what, that sounds great. I have a couple things I just want to run by around here if I can.
If you find anything cool, let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and start preparing the ritual I need to cast to bring Philip here.
Sure.
Yeah. So, Gavin, it's a 10 minutes casting time.
Summon Greater Steed.
Yeah. 10-minute
Gotcha.
casting time, and then Tony is gonna step away for just a second, and then Yeah, I'm just gonna meet up with Gwen and Genzo on the outskirts of town.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll be back.
All right. So what is Shaziki doing?
Shaziki will grin as he talks to Dorian and laugh off kind of what he was saying. And as soon as he leaves, he's probably got the most somber face he's ever had as soon as he's out of sight of Dorian. Just no emotion at first, and then he just kind of walks. It just looks at people, just sees them, stares at them, doesn't care if anybody stares back, if it draws attention, just sees the city for everything that's going on in its daily hustle and bustle. And he starts to, without meaning to, starts making his way towards the temple, towards the Raven Queen. I'm gonna assume I find my way.
You would
to
know
one.
where that is. Yeah.
Just not sure if he even meant to or not. Finds the temple of the Raven Queen.
It's called the Sanctuary of Memories, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. And I will turn Antithesis into the smallest like punch dagger and hold it in his hand and squeeze it to the point that he bleeds, and he'll walk into the temple.
You see the occasional priestess.
I'll just give him like this weird, fake, senile smile. Just something that just, kind of raise an eyebrow, but nothing to like, cause attention or stir, but just a very fake, overcompensated smile. And I will just go find a spot to sit down, and I want to go sit in the temple. Sorry, I heard you say you were back, Tony. Were you saying something?
No, I was just letting you know I'm back.
Okay. So you find a pew to sit down on, and this particular room is sort of the main area of the temple. There's a statue of the Raven Queen at the front with sort of an altar directly in front of it where people can make offerings. Various paintings and sculptures throughout the interior of this ivory architecture on the inside of this room, depicting masks and ravens, as well as like portraits and carvings, even into the walls themselves, of a large door, which is the divine gate that it's referring to, where somebody passes into the afterlife.
Okay.
It has a sort of a somber tone in and of itself, just being there, just because of what the Raven Queen represents.
I will go and how full is the temple? I mean, this is during morning time. I don't know if there's service or what's going on.
No, there's not a service going on. The occasional person's praying.
But
some of the offerings.
Is it pretty empty for the most part then?
Fairly. It's not deserted, but it's not busy.
Yeah.
The occasional person walking up, saying like a small painted photo or picture of a loved one on this offering table, and then with their hands folded in front of them, they turn around and walk out of the exit.
I will make my way up to the front of the temple. I'm assuming that's the biggest, where the offerings are, the biggest statue is, things of that nature.
Yes.
Is there anybody up there praying or anything right now?
Room. At the moment, no.
Okay.
There was, but somebody, typically they just walk up there, place something on the table, and walk away.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make my way all the way up to the front area, right in front of a statue with the offering, and I will kneel down. And there's like a slight shake to me. And I will, again, I'll squeeze Antithesis in front of me and hold it and focus on it. And in my other hand, I will reach into my bag and I'll pull out the porcelain mask that I know that the Raven Queen gave me. I'll take a deep breath. And then I'll set the porcelain mask down on the offering. And then I'll reach into my bag and I'll pull out this note that looks like it's been open, and like if you look at it, things have been written, things have been scribbled out, things have been rewritten, re-scribbled out, it's been crumpled up, smoothed over, like you can tell this thing's been worked over like nothing else. And I'll hold it in front of me and I'll start to read. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you even care. But I'm going to say what I have to say even if it falls on deaf ears. You know, I cannot tolerate the existence of these people. Just as they can't tolerate mine. And I can't help but believe you've accepted this. Maybe even planned for it. I'm going to look for a way, an opportunity, because that's what I do. You know this. You watch me. You should expect exactly what I'm going to do. I'm looking for the opportunity, the means, the way to purge them. This has to happen. Maybe it's not fate, but it is the only way I can accept. I know they worship you, but I believe you must have chosen to sacrifice them. This was your choice. Your choice, after all. All yours. A choice you made so many years ago. I prayed to you to intervene, to save my father who was devout to you. You let him die. Stabbed in the back. I prayed to you for my mother. You let her writhe in flames and burn to death. You knew blackness would swallow my heart because of it. You knew I would want revenge and would force myself to get stronger to obtain it. And I did it. I did exactly that. I've returned stronger than I was when I left. Whatever happens going forward to these people, you chose this. After what they did, you chose this. After what you allowed, you chose this. And now you're going to choose to accept whatever punishment I bring them. I will drop the note, and I will walk up to a statue and put my hand on it that is completely bloody from squeezing the dagger as hard as I could, and leave just a bloody handprint on it, and I'm gonna walk out.
As you turn, you only make it about 5 steps before you hear the squawk of a raven. And then you hear another. And then another. And then another. And every time you hear a new raven, the last raven that you heard is still squawking before it erupts into this cacophony, this deafening sound. If there were actual birds there would have to be thousands of them. Because it just gets to a point where you can't even hear your own thoughts anymore. As you just not really sure whether it's from actual ravens or not, or if it's just in your head. But you see a fluttering of shadows that resemble birds in every direction around you as you're just overwhelmed with this sound of hundreds upon thousands of ravens, all unceremoniously, in no particular rhythm, just chaotically squawking in every direction. And you begin to realize the other people are seeing this too, as people are starting to feel alarmed. People begin leaving the temple in a rather quick fashion. And the only voice you hear in your head is, Don't pretend to understand what I want. And if you attempt to respond back, you just in your heart know that it wasn't a two-way communication. But the noise continues to where if you were to speak, if you were to yell at the top of your lungs, you still wouldn't be able to hear your own voice. It's that loud. And that noise continues as long as you stay in the temple.
I have no idea if she'll hear me or not. But I'll just say it. In fact, I'll scream it at the top of my lungs at all the ravens. You need me, but you don't need them. And I just keep going.
And with an abruptness that is alarming, the moment you step out of that front door, the noise stops. As you hear a couple elves speaking in Undercommon to each other. What was that? Is the Raven Queen speaking to us? Has she finally chosen to reveal herself to us? It is a glorious day. They're not speaking to you, just among themselves.
And I will square my jaw and plaster on the same usual smirk of confidence that Shaziki normally has, and I will remove any trace that I had on my face of that entire ordeal, that entire conversation that I'd had one way, and I'll start making my way to wherever I believe Dorian is right now.
Okay. And Dorian, you did hear faint bits of birds squawking, to the point where you're thinking like, this is the Underdark. There's not really even birds here aside from cloakers. It just strikes you as peculiar. So, Tony, you still there?
Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
I had myself muted while he was doing his thing.
Gotcha.
I'm eating peanuts.
Oh, nice. But yeah, you see Shaziki approach.
Right.
After just a couple minutes earlier, you heard.
Why my audio cut out? Why that be a thing? Man, we're gonna have to start doing some Zoom. I will let you. There it is. Now it's back.
Do I
What?
have Philip?
Oh yeah, you got him.
All right. Well, Gavin just said I had Philip.
Yeah, you have Philip now.
Yeah. All right. Ready to go?
Yeah, I would love to get out of here.
Well, you're still in the
now,
you're
but
still in the
I
city
guess
gates. So.
No, I left.
Oh,
I said I was going
then
out
they're
fighting with
there.
them.
I thought you were still
Oh.
inside the city gates.
Okay. They just didn't interrupt me while I was doing my ritual, right?
No.
Okay.
So Genzo, whenever he finally walks up to you, says, "So we're done."
Yep.
Atonement.
Atonement.
I do wish to atone for my sins. So
Yeah,
I don't know what I
we
have to
already
do.
agreed to that.
I don't know where I need to go, but
I'll
make
tell
that
you what.
happen.
I'll tell you what. Live with it for right now.
Field
And
of Light.
no, don't go to this Sword and Light. Sword and Light's clerics. I'm in the Paladins. I'm in the Sword and Shield branch. There's a difference. Anyways. All right, look. Come to the Sword and Shield, right? Come meet up with me, and we'll do, for no cost at all, we'll do the ceremony for atonement and the ceremony for marriage at the same time.
Yes to the first, no to the second.
Yeah, well, you don't know that quite yet.
And Gwen just interrupts him. So, and you're there, by the way. You walk in on the tail end of this, and Gwen says, "Is it so hard to imagine that?" And
You
Genzo's
know?
like, "Right now, yes, yes, it is."
Is it?
I see.
Mm.
As Gwen immediately like shakes her hand free of his and says, "You know, I think I'll walk in front."
So we're flying. Where are y'all going?
You know, that is a great question. I was thinking I'd head back to Primralty.
I don't have my map on me, but if you get to King's Crest, Shaziki can help send y'all a letter or something like that to like expedite y'all's journey to Primralty. Or if y'all need carriage, y'all need anything. I mean, I only got one mount. If Shaziki can magically pull one out of his ass, we can take 2 mounts and then we can get y'all travel fares paid for to Primralty.
Well, Shaziki, that would involve me going back. Oh,
Yeah, but you would fly to the top of the manor with me. So you would ride with me, and we would just fly to our nest at the top of the manor, and you can stay in the manor for the night, and then first thing in the morning we can have you expedited out of town.
Shaziki, that would involve me going back to Angaria. Is that in violation of what we agreed to?
I will make an exception to what we agreed to, so long as you remain out of public eye.
Yeah, she could just stay in the manor. She can have my bedroom. And I'll just sleep with Philip tonight.
Well, would
That's
you
very
like
thoughtful of
to
you, Dorian.
stay at the manor, considering your house has expired in a giant triumphant blaze of flames?
Oh yeah, your old house got destroyed.
Wait, I'm sorry, what now?
Terrorist attack. It's horribly unfortunate what happened.
Since you gave the deed to Aaron, somebody found out that it was now Aaron's house, and he turned it into a workshop. Within 24 hours of him turning it into a workshop, somebody blew it up because they didn't like it.
On the bright side, you should know the person that was responsible for that, you
He's
also
dead.
helped kill.
Yeah, we killed him in Primralty.
Did we not tell her that already? I can't remember if we told her that
No,
already.
you didn't tell her that. She says, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah, so that guy in Primralty that you helped us murderize?
Yeah, I think you stabbed him like really good.
So my house is gone.
Well, I mean, technically it wasn't your house anymore.
Also,
you deeded it to
that was the
Aaron.
guy that ordered it. It was the other guy, also in Primralty, that made it happen.
Yeah, I think.
Oh yeah, I killed him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that actually did it.
Oh well,
You
I feel a little
stabbed
bit
him.
better.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it in technicality,
It's
you had
really,
already given
and
the house
honestly,
away.
it's a good cleansing ritual. If you think about it, you were already just getting rid of your past, and now you can't even go back if you wanted to.
So
you have no
about that
reason to look
mount.
behind.
Shaziki, is there any way you could create a mount or pull one out or something like that, or?
Maybe.
You should have got a shit ton of mana back from those mana knights standing around moonwalking.
Well, what he uses to cast that spell isn't even his spell slots. It's like a 1 a day thing.
Okay.
But you would have it. You'd be able to do it.
Maybe I didn't want to do it. Why you gotta tell him that I can do it there, DM?
Oh,
Maybe I want
sorry.
to lie.
Hey, I trust Tony to be professional enough to differentiate what he knows and what his character knows. So
yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, what kind of mount would you want?
Oh, it's not me. It's between you and Genzo. Genzo's riding with you.
Sorry, I was changing headphones. Like literally, this is Sean talking. I changed headphones over to go to Kelly's headphones because I got tired of the audio cutting in and out, which is why I'm under Fox Kitsune in here. We're still recording, and it's all be picked up. But I missed a portion of that when we were like, who's riding with whom?
Yeah, so Ginzo and Gwen are going to go with us back to Angaria, and then we're gonna provide them transport back to Primralty. We just need you to summon a mount for you and Ginzo, and Gwen's going to ride with me because Gwen doesn't want to be with Ginzo right now because he rejected her marriage proposal.
Okay, man. There's so much drama that I missed in like the 15 seconds I was getting the audio mixed up.
It was pretty heavy.
Yeah, apparently Genzo can't imagine seeing a future with me. So marriage is the concept that just absolutely he just can't
Oh,
imagine.
honey, oh, sweetie, oh, sugar
Yeah.
pie. I'm so sorry. Men, right?
I know. You are, no offense, but you are vile, monstrous creatures for the most part. Again, no offense. But
I get it. I know. I pride myself on being one of them vile monsters. It's okay. So, if that's going to be the case, by the way, Gavin, how many spell slots do I have back, roughly, after Arcane Ammonites? And just give me a number between 1 and 4, because I used all of them, so they're kind of coming back sparingly.
I mean, you should have, I would say, I mean, it depends. You know, you get them every other, what does it last for a minute? And you get them...
I don't remember. Well, let me take a look. I think it lasts
every other round?
Yeah,
so
if it's for a minute, then I would have all back.
5. Yeah, that's 5 that you could get back. So yeah, you'd have them all back.
Okay. Well, I mean, I was also using them as I was getting them back, so I was just making sure. Alright, well then I have all 4.
So, what I will say when we get to Angaria, my bedroom is the smallest room in the entire house. And it doesn't even have a real bed. It has a cot, a lockbox, and like a armoire, and that's it. There's nothing special. There's not even a nightstand in the room. It's just like literally a bland looking barracks with it's got a candelabra. That's it.
Alright, I suppose that this is not what I want to use a spell for today, but so be it. I will look at Genzo. Genzo. Buddy. Hombre.
I still don't understand what I did.
I'm not talking about
Are we in the air?
her.
No,
Well,
not
you said
yet.
I'm supposed to be making a mount for these people, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, Gwen and I are gonna go ahead and take off. Is that okay?
Yeah, you're fine, man. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, let's put some distance between them. Let y'all bro it out.
Yeah, thank you. Alright, Genzo. Like, I get it, man. We've all been there. We've all found a little lady that has a little too much of compassion, right?
If that's what you want to call it.
Okay, I'm not really concerned about that. I'm concerned about me and you. Your head's somewhere else, man. I was so looking forward to this thing. Hanging out with my old bud. You know, catching up on some old times, and in fact, all I come over here is I gotta deal with your relationship drama? Come on.
She...
Like, hey, I'm not one to judge. I'm not one to try and speculate on it. I get it, man.
Look, you know she has ways of getting in your head. I mean, literally.
Sure. That's why I kind of cut that off at the pass. But I'm just saying, I was looking forward to me and you being able to catch up. And like, I hadn't heard anything about what you were doing since I got you loose. I've just been hearing about you and Gwen and this whole You're marrying the...
No, absolutely not.
I mean, I heard it from Dorian. I
don't
trust Dorian. I don't know what to think because I know you. We are bros. But I mean, it seems like that might be something that's happening.
Look, it's out of the question now, okay? And I'm not gonna lie. You know, there's something about her that has stricken me like nobody else has before. But this is still new. She's offended because she thinks that I'm referring to...
I'm sorry. You mistook me for someone who cared. I was sitting here telling you that I didn't want to hear about your relationship drama. I was looking forward to getting to hang out with my bud. And you're telling me that
Right,
this
right. I'm
relationship
sorry.
doesn't matter, and like, yeah, I gotta listen to all the. What I don't lead a bro day, my man. I have my own fucking things going on. I don't know if you. You know what? Sorry, that was not what I wanted to bring to the table. Hey, why don't me and you go ride on some badass thing out into the sunset?
You know, that sounds like a great idea.
It
And
does sound
I
like a
need
great
a
idea.
fucking drink.
What if you had to ride off into something just fucking jaw dropping into the sunset? What do you want to ride out? What kind of wheels you want today?
Chimera.
Motherfucking Chimera. Alright, hold on. Watch this shit. What? Where's a rock? Do I have a rock? What do I got around me?
You've got a few larger boulders and rocks and all kinds of things. You could turn a mushroom into it for all you care. I mean,
You gotta name
there's
this one.
mushrooms.
Because if I name it, people apparently have problems with how I name things.
Hmm. Explosion face.
Like, come on, man.
It's a chimera. It has a dragon head as one of its head. It breathes fire.
And you're
So
gonna call it Explosion Face?
I just want
Uh,
to make it canon that
I don't do names. I've never had a pet for that reason. We'll just call him. Let's name him Chimichanga. I like that.
Chimichanga.
I just want to say for canon, Gwen has the reins. She's in the front.
Oh, and she is having girl talk with you, by the way.
Yeah, Dorian's a good listener.
And well, while you are listening to some phenomenal girl talk, I will clap my hands together, and you will see a rock turn into the chimera known as Chimichanga, born to life.
And I'll just tell Gwen, yeah, so that's the story that I heard about my mother and the lizard people. Can you believe that?
Can you believe Ginzo? Why I can't get through to him? Why is it so hard for him to commit?
I mean, I don't. Maybe it's the same reason why it's hard for me to accept the fact that I think my mother's a lizard person. Pride. I mean, it's in my name, the pride of the seven. And, you know, maybe he just has a little too much pride. I mean, I'm sure he's probably soft on the inside. Absolutely sure he's soft on the inside. I've cut down a lot of people. And I know that people are soft on the inside. Even dragons are soft on the inside. Sometimes you need to get past those hard scales. And sometimes, you know, there's a saying in Stormhaven. When you want to get out a diamond, you don't use the rough hand, or you don't use a hammer. You use a pickaxe or a chisel, because sometimes you just need to chisel away at things, not just blow them up or smash them to bits. Maybe that's what you need. You need to turn down your sledgehammer
And
get a
chisel away with him at with a pickaxe. I like where you're at. I like where your head's at. I will pick up a pickaxe as soon as we get to. What?
No, you chisel away with a chisel, not a pickaxe. You put down the pickaxe and the sledgehammer, and you use the chisel.
Or a dagger?
Or, well, I mean, you would ruin the blade. You could possibly break the tang off the back. You get a blacksmith or something like that, but yeah, could use a dagger, I guess. Maybe like a stiletto, but no, don't stab him.
I wasn't gonna stab him, but
anyways, so about my mother, and then I just keep ranting about lizard people.
You both are talking about two. You say your thing, she says her thing, and you respond with your thing again. You are holding two different conversations simultaneously.
Can I say there was something going on over my side?
Yes.
So as I am bringing this chimera or whatever to life.
Wait, who has the reins?
Well, nobody. So this is as I'm casting the spell.
Oh, okay.
So you see me clap my hands together, and I will say the incantation that has to happen as I'm holding on to antithesis as my focus, and I'll be like, Family, family, oh my lady, for my, oh fuck me! And I will clap my hands together and be like, God fucking damn it, I should have taken his soul out. Fuck, I should have just locked his soul in with a dagger. Wow, man, I was really just blocked with emotional guilt through that whole thing, wasn't I? And then I look at Genzo and be like, Fine. That's the spell. It's a weird incantation.
I've never heard a spell like it. I mean, I'm not a master of spellcraft, but that. Are you all right?
So,
Yeah, man, it's not me. That's just how you got to do the spell like that every time.
Oh, okay. Right. Listen, Shaziki, if you ever need to talk, well, you have people.
Shaziki gets a message in his book from Velastros that says it's Finar, not Finay.
Amulet of telepathy has been off this whole time, so we wouldn't have been able to hear it.
Velastros is scrying on everybody at all times.
And that's my line to Genzo, saying that was part of the spell. As you hear me for 10 minutes just going, fuck!
Ceremonial dance to kick rocks around, Ginzo.
And we will ride this Chimera, apparently. Is this the thing that controls time?
No, it is.
It's a sphinx.
It has the body. It has the body of a lion. Its tail is a snake. It also has
What's the challenge
It also
rating?
has the challenge rating is 6 on the Chimera.
Yeah, okay, I'm good.
It has the head of the lion as well, but it has 3 heads. So it has a lion head, a ram's head, and a dragon head. And it's a lion's body with dragon wings and a snake tail.
During the drive, if you want to call it a drive, I don't know. I'll tell Genzo, look, man, hey, I got a guy amazing at taking care of the most random ass pets you could imagine. I can watch us at the manor if you want to just like park it here. But if you want to just take it out to wherever it is you gotta go, that's cool too. You just gotta let him know so he can get some food, cause like, dude, I got a fucking zoo at my place.
You know, I think I'll keep the Chimera.
Alright, that's on you, bro.
How many bounty hunters have a Chimera? I think I'd be the first one. I mean, I don't know for certain, but...
Might I suggest you get buddy-buddy with this thing now, within the first hour of the spell. Makes a huge difference.
Right, we'll stop and let it feast on a deer or something.
I will...
Dorian doesn't stop. They're too enthralled in their separate conversations. They just fly over the mountains.
Shaz is locked out mentally with somewhere else entirely, so whatever Ginzo wants to do, that's what we do. My head's still out from my time in Darkholm.
Okay. So at this point, we're probably gonna go ahead and call it. It's almost 11:30.
So y'all ready to start our private session 0 of the news campaign?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
All right, dope. Yeah, you ready to go for like another 4 hours, Gavin?
No, I have to work in the morning.
Call out, it's fine.
Me too.
You know what? You're strike medic now. You ain't got a busy morning ahead of you. You know it. I know it. Come on.
I mean, there's always a chance.
For a call?
Or something. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm a strike medic too.
Give me 45 minutes there, Gavin. I'm your superior officer. And I did not get a Christmas gift from you, so I feel this is necessary.
You feel what's necessary?
For you to continue on for another 45 minutes.
4 hours?
I'm gonna call it a night, guys.
Gavin is afraid that he's gonna have to keep on going and not having to sleep in the morning. I had no sleep, and I got here at 7 o'clock after being up and running since like God knows when. I've been going for a long time. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, sorry to get all edgelord on you for a half a moment there, but
no, dude, that was good. That was a character development.
I wrote that speech like I don't know, 8 months ago.
I thought you were gonna set off a bomb in the church for a second there.
There was gonna be a follow-up if the situation was different, but Dorian had to be all fucking honorable about fights and stuff.
Yeah, I
Like,
didn't
would
see
not
that coming. I was expecting a full-on brawl.
Google home game. HOLGANG. It's a
Okay.
real thing. HOLMGANG. Home game.
And now it's a dwarven
HOLMGANG.
Gay.
GANG.
In Norse,
HOLMGANG.
or Old Norse and Modern Icelandic, and in Swedish, and in Danish, whatever, a dual practiced by early medieval Scandinavians. It was legally recognized way to settle disputes.
Yeah, it's a real thing. A duel of honor.
Well,
I mean,
I'm gonna go ahead and head out, guys, because I gotta use the bathroom. I got like 4 beers in me.
what do you come back? Come on, we're talking. This is the after game wrap up.
No, I'm calling it. I'm calling it, guys.
Post session wrap up.
That's only a monster of the week thing.
Real quick, I will say that this Thursday I'm actually starting to play. Nathan got the Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, and I got Fayan to play.
Oh, really?
Awesome, man.
Oh, so that's what you're doing on Thursday. Okay.
Yeah. Fayan's gonna play. Fayan made an agreement that she would only play if Nate's girlfriend Lexi plays. Well, she was 100% positive Lexi was gonna say no. And Lexi said yes.
So what kind of character is Fayan playing?
A dwarven life cleric, hill dwarf life cleric.
Interesting. Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna play a ranger Goliath named Dak.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. And he's going to be a gloom stalker. We're starting at level 2.
All right,
Okay.
Gavin, get out of here. I see. I mean, you're chomping at the bit to try and go. That's fine.
Yeah.
Bro.
Well, I gotta use the bathroom.
I got
So-
you, man.
man.
Go on. I'll catch you later.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
All right.